Hello, 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 everybody. What is happening? Happy Sunday. What's going on? Oh my goodness. I see all you people in here waiting for Tori and Robbie. They'll be here shortly. I figured rather than wait, I'll just come on and say hi. Get the party started. I'm just kidding. How are all of you? And here we go. Tori's here. Oh, I love her picture. I love this picture. Tori.
I didn't do it.
No, it was me. I was late. I had to let's just say I started late and I had to go watch a replay that was extremely boring. And yeah, it took a minute. So how are you, Tori? How was your day today?
Pretty good. Went to do the things I needed to do.
Yeah. Are we like so chill today? Just chill.
I had
I
to
feel
go pick up
very mellow.
a television. That's it.
Oh, did you get it?
Yep. I went and
Which
picked it up.
one? What size?
It's like a 55.
Awesome. Yes, Milltown. Yes. Did you watch this evening? Anyway, so yeah, is it you gonna hang it up on the wall, or are you gonna like do
I'm
like an
actually
overhead?
not going to use that one. It's going to be too big for down here.
Oh, okay. So that's cool. So did you try to put it together, or no? It's just you just got it. I lost Tori's voice.
No, the kids are working on it. It's going to be on the TV. It's going to be down upstairs
Oh,
because my TV that was up there died.
okay. Gotcha. I remember we
And
talked.
we basically was borrowing Lily's TV for a little bit
Ah,
while
I
she
see.
was rearranging stuff. But now that she's back in her room,
Right.
um, she stole her TV back.
You have to beg for your. Oh my God! How that was so bad tonight, Spade.
And I
But
decided to be nice to the kids and let them have a TV.
Aw, you're so sweet, Tori.
Well, I told him if I caught this one on 24/7, it was going to disappear because they have a tendency never to turn it off. And
Right.
flat screen TVs have a lifespan. It's counted in hours. And while when you look at it, the number looks huge. When you leave it on 24/7, that time goes away. And then you have a TV that used to be perfectly good that all of a sudden just quit operating because someone left it on too many hours.
Yeah, that happens here a lot too. TV goes on and stays on forever. See, I like having things in the background, and then what'll happen is, like, let's just say the app goes off, the TV ends up still being on, but there's nothing happening. You know, it's just on without anything playing, and so sometimes you forget. You know. Pretty much, Dave. Anyway, I'm behind. Why is Jeremy suing 10 people? Who are they? Windmill? Oh boy. Yeah. We'll talk about that. Very blah. I knew what today's drama was going to be, and it's all about Bruce.
But they have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. And it's funny because just the way that I just love how George acts like she was sitting in the courtroom, which she clearly was not. You know, I love how she always does it. She acts like she's always there and talks like she's the know-it-all, and she was not there, and all she's doing is listening to Jeremy's version. She's not watching a video, you know, because videos don't lie. She's not watching a video. She's listening to Jeremy's version. And I can tell you by listening to what Foreman said, they disagree about, you know, what they both saw. And so I you know, whatever. It was very boring. But I'll get into it. It's not even long, so it's good. But I just would like to say hello to everybody. Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy! Tina's here. Noelle, John Caps, Suzanne, Flutter, Debbie, Terry, Sawani, Angel, Sandra, Bonnie, Stacy, Steppy Sue, Wheeljack, John Cook, what's up? Flood! Lisa's here, does the Dragon Works. Oi, oi, oi. Ernie, Sharon. Oh my gosh, now it's kicking. It's going fast. John Lover. MF Cairo. Mindy, hello. Donna Hawkins. Jared, oi, oi, oi. Mike Johnson. Bearded Fisherman. Foreman knows the truth. I think so, but he's still cocky against Bruce. And so if he knows the truth, then whatever. But he still acts like Bruce is going down, you know. Danielle, Tim, Lynn, Tisa, hey Toma, Sheena, Mr. Hales, is it true that karma got? Oh God, it went so fast I can't even read it. Jetty B, Triggered Andy, Britta, Tammy, Harper, Jennifer W. It's going so fast I can't even tell if I've already said the name. Vanessa. Hang on, what did Vanessa say? Let me go back. I'm 100% transparent. I need your help. Join my whatnot. These freaks are taking money from Christian and patients whatnot. Oh, I know. That's so crazy. Yes, German's definitely insinuating that Super Dave is the squirrel with wearing the Superman shirts and stuff. And hinting they throw eggs and leaning to, yeah, he was definitely hinting that it was him. We'll see, Lisa, he will figure out the reality. Yep. Scampy Girl. Did I say that? Whoops, now I'm starting to lose. There we go. Hi, Angie. Lana. Demented Martha Cackle. Do you hear them trying to call us mucus mouth? He's the germ. Who the hell do you think's mucus mouth? Duh. Oh, man. Hannah, hello. Hey, Terry. Miss Hales, is it not true that the same 5 people send you mail? Siri, go away. My Siri just popped up and thought I called her. Let's see who else. Well, he's insinuating it's Super Dave, right? But apparently they have so much info that we're all going away for forever. We're all going away. Like we're getting locked up and being put in jail, a prison forever. The only person who's really done all these kind of criminal activities is Jerm. And who's done criminal anything? You ain't getting me on no criminal nothing because I am not a criminal. I don't do things that would put myself in jail. And I don't think any of the 10 have. So he's full of shit. Everything he says, everything's illegal. Everything's illegal. Maybe in his reality. Did anyone else notice his views were down? It's a civil suit. How would anyone go to jail? True. However, the judge can order a criminal investigation. That he can do. But there's already that investigation going on anyway. So, prison for a civil case. I know, and plea deals and shit like that, and and he's trying to make it like this person coming forward is offered money. And now is saying, if you go less, I'll give you more information. But yet, he was giving you everything before that was going to put all these people away. But now, if you make it so I have to pay you less money, I'll give you more of this info. I'm like, get your story straight. First off, anybody coming to him saying, I'll give you any kind of money, unless, unless someone spectacular is giving the person he's accusing a hell of a lot of money to do so, that's not happening. I mean, if you know him from watching him, that's not something that he could actually do according to him. So unless someone's giving him a ton of money to do that, that's not happening. You know? So that's the one he's accusing. Or insinuating. I'm not accusing. And he's insinuating it big time. You know, he's the Easter egg in the video and stuff, and whatever. I don't believe him for a minute. You know? And he's also said that this person has actually come out publicly talking about the case since. So he's making it well known that he believes or insinuating it's Super Dave. There's no doubt. Slow the chat, please, Lisa. All right, that'll take a minute. Hold on. Because I gotta go and I gotta log in via the YouTube studio to do that. Yeah, hold on. All right. One sec. I'm sorry, I gotta slow you down for a little bit. Let's see. All right, just for a little bit, we'll put that on so it slows so we can see something. Sharon, bail money. Thank you so much, Sharon. Oh my goodness. They're gonna say I begged for it now too. Someone was posting they went over what I was saying last night, and someone was posting on Facebook about it's not donations and all this stuff. Look, you can call it donations, you can call it whatever you want. I don't have a check. I have a 501c, and we don't have a fundraiser. So if you're giving a gift and you call it a donation, that's fine. A gift is a donation. So I mean, it doesn't matter what you really call it. Okay. The fact of the matter is, there's no fundraiser. There was no money being asked. So you little dingbats over on Facebook, get it right. You know, we shouldn't have to explain everything to you. Okay. You can, if you don't understand something, google.com. Okay. So Lion Brian is a crying. Oh my God, the tears. Did you see the tears? He had to bring up another story in order to get those tears, by the way. I'm losing my voice too, guys. You can't tell. That isn't Marilyn Raby. Oh, it's definitely no, that's the Sucks Dried Gravy one. She would ever go on and talk about him. How long will it take for you to get the transcripts to see? Hold on, sorry. We're working on it. I can't tell you how long it'll take. I don't know. Not know what the case he was in court for. I don't know, but according to him tonight, apparently the judge is really mad about Polymop website that they got all the information on it. Yeah, that's not happening. That's never happened because there hasn't been an information available for them to see anything. So the only thing that was on there was an image of Randy Shockett with a crown on his head that says Polymop, which is an acronym. He is the king of Polymop. There's nothing wrong with that. For the amount of videos and thumbnails he puts up with everybody else's images on there, you're going to try and say that there's something wrong with that. Maybe the judge should see your 200 or so images, including tonight's image with Michelle and John on there. Or how about the images of Bruce with all those noses on it? Where'd you get those noses? What are they really pictures of? I don't think he's going to like that at all. Yeah, you guys, they don't get what Polymop is. We could tell them over and over again what Polymop is, and they still don't get it. They cannot. The comprehension level there is absolutely missing. I mean, they don't get it. Hi, Joy. They just don't get it. So they can polymop, polyflop, whatever the hell they want to call it. The fact that they're not getting what polymop is a polyflop. Okay. So, can be good, it can be bad. Like karma can be good, karma can be bad. Yeah, it's literal. It's an attribute. It's a statement. It's a thing. It's an action, really. because it's what they're doing, and he's the king of Paul. But here's the what they don't get is what it really is. And when they talk about the website, they have no idea. Because the reality of that, and some of you may get this, some of you may not, okay, because they don't. The reality of that website and them saying that they have all the data that was on there, that we've deleted it, that we've done all this stuff, that couldn't be further from the truth, because as far as I know, and I am in the no, especially when it comes to that, the only thing that's gone on with Polymop and the website is things have been added to it. So to say things have been deleted, which by the way can be proven, totally incorrect. To say that you ever saw anything on that site other than that image, totally incorrect, and is a damn lie. So I have fun when I hear them saying that. I'm less laughing my ass off, because there's only two people that actually know what is entailed in that website and with Palomar. And so they are full of shit. So actually, right now, there's probably maybe 5 that know. Just saying.
95?
So, five that know. So he started off, I might as well just get into it, which is I kind of already did. The good thing is, guys, the notes that I have written down here is 1 page. That Morelli chick. Oh, that Morelli chick is Photo Lady. So if you see her, you could just automatically delete her. The photo lady that was questioning last night or something, that's Morelli. Oh, let's see. So yes, he did. He started off openly making fun of Bruce in his song. Why is this? I can't see any chat moving. Hold on. There we go. The Easter eggs are everywhere. Super chat. Hold on. Chucky Chi. Look. George needs to be in legal trouble too. She's the one that makes the thumbnails from what they say. Yeah, she's admitted to it too, even recently. So Jeremy's thrown everything her way, whether she realizes it or not, because the fact is she does do them. So she just thinks he's giving her credit. Jeremy is literally putting it out there that he's done nothing. So he's going to try it. He's literally trying to think he's going to have some kind of plausible deniability here. Wrong. So yeah, no, she's not out of the woodwork at all. She's actually going to be shocked. So anyway, so he opened making fun of Bruce via his song. Then they went into the whole big Bruce thing, but they really, number one was the eggs and the Super Mall and Superman shirts and pointing them out. And so yes, they were insinuating it was Super Dave. And that Bruce is the one who's in the worst amount of trouble. So basically what this means is Super Dave supposedly went and sent Jeremy all the emails between him and Bruce. Maybe conversation he might have recorded with him. That's it. That's what it would possibly be. He didn't say that. I'm saying that. Because what else could there be? Documents? No. Any documents that I know Dave has, Dave actually shown on his channel. So, I mean, so the only other thing it could be is email conversations, which are private emails. And then you got telephone conversations that could have been possibly recorded that, again, good luck doing that too. Because Super Dave he'd only be putting himself in more trouble. Anybody would only be putting themselves in more trouble from somebody else's end. So, I don't believe that. And like I was saying, even if it was Super Dave, there's nothing incriminating with me between me and Super Dave. There's nothing incriminating with me and anybody.
Has Robbie even communicated with Super Dave ever?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we keep saying
that's
this.
Why I said it couldn't. Because he said he has one person that's flipping on all other 9.
What he's doing is he's
trying
talking
to cause
about
someone to do that.
Right, and he's using what he would consider the weakest link, and he considers him the weakest link because he can clearly see Dave's worried about, being sued. It's obvious. We've all seen it. We've watched. We've seen the things that he said. And why wouldn't he be worried about being sued? He's never been sued like that before.
He thinks
He
he has
doesn't know
another
it.
slug on
He's
his
right
hand.
there. He's right there. He says again. Here, one highlighted. Hold on.
He thinks he has another slug on his hands, but he's mistaken.
Yeah. Again, this insinuating is wrong. I have not spoke with anyone. He knows my viewers mean the world to me, and he's trying to take that away. Yes, Steve. I would agree. I would absolutely agree.
He forgets he already took away the slug. There is no weak link anymore.
Well, what's funny is because of Slug's big mouth, you wouldn't have thought that he was such a whining baby, right? And wow, I mean, wow to the begging and all that stuff that he did, because he was the one that's so scared. And then he brings up, the stress about his health and everything. And I'm saying to myself, then why are you calling people pedos? Because you are Slug is the one that called him a pedo.
Oh my God, he loves calling people pedos.
Yeah, he calls everybody pedo. So basically, to Slug, and not to like stick up for him or anything, but I don't even think that word means what it means to everybody else. Like to Slug, I don't think it even means that because he calls everybody one. So it's like, ugh, God, man. Anyway, Slug turned out to be the weakest link, but Slug wasn't even a part of, like, he came on the channel twice, just because he was trying to. He didn't even know Jeremy's story. That I can admit. He didn't. He just jumped on a bandwagon, and then Jeremy's son found him. So that's what went on there.
And he was on everything for what, a quick minute?
Yeah.
Before he ran with his tail tucked between his legs?
Yeah. So.
Like the little bitch boy he is?
Yep. Yeah. So.
I should drink the rest of my coffee, shouldn't I?
Yeah. You should.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying he's the weakest. Like, I'm saying he's
perceived.
He's perceived that way. Because you have evidence. Hold on.
Jeremy thinks he has another slug, that we have another slug in the midst, and we don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he knows I have evidence. He knows I'm not playing around. Notice he didn't say a word about the property.
But
he didn't say a word about reports. He didn't say anything again.
But the thing is, what Lisa has not done is email everybody everything she has.
Correct.
So nobody has that.
Correct.
I don't even have everything Lisa has.
What's up, Robbie?
Hello.
Robbie, I got a beef.
Hello, everybody.
She got a bowl cut.
I got a beef to pick with you.
Tori?
I got a beef to pick with you.
Why?
Why do you always got to be calling Marsha when we're on live?
You ain't got no beef with me.
Always calling Marsha when we're live.
Why do you always have to be live? Oh my goodness.
You're cutting in and out. Why do you always have to be what? You were cutting out. Why do you have to be what?
Why do you always have to be live when I need to talk to Mom?
Tori?
You need to get up earlier in the morning, Robbie.
Hello?
Get up earlier in the day,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Robbie.
Hello? Okay. Why do you always have to be live when I have to talk to Mom?
Get up earlier in the day. Talk to her before 4 o'clock.
Well, Robbie's
I'm working before then.
Yeah. Well. That's okay, Robbie.
I'm joking. I'm not fighting with Robbie.
I talk to her when I get a chance to take a break from doing stuff.
Robbie will call me 5 minutes before he knows I'm going live and be like, "What's up?" Oh, we're getting ready to go live.
And it's an ongoing thing. It's like we're live, and all of a sudden, Marsha just disappears, just bloop right in the middle of the conversation. Bloop, there goes Marsha. And it's like Robbie called her. And one day I'm going to tell everybody, if you have Robbie's phone number, text him right now and tell him to leave Marsha alone.
I am 100% in agreement with Vanessa.
You can't make me leave my mom alone.
I mommed her today.
You mommed
What?
mom?
I mommed mom today. I told her under no certain just the rule, she needs to take something for sleeping so that she quits waking up at 4 a.m. She was given something to help her sleep through the night, and she's not taking it. I fussed at her today and told her she needed to take it.
She needs to just take what's what?
You're cutting in and out. I don't know.
I don't know.
You walking around?
No. I don't know. Our signal's terrible today.
Okay.
Are you standing on your left foot with your right arm in the air? Cock your mouth to the right, stick your tongue out to the left.
Right.
No left.
You are ornery today. What's up?
Yeah, I've been this way a couple of days now.
Working a real job? If so, is that karma? Spade. To the left, to the left, to the left. Right on, bearded. So, anyway, so back to, the rest.
So what?
Dave said, thank you for all the kind words. I'm just a mess as of late, and it's hard for me to see someone making jokes and a game out of it. Meanwhile, I can't sleep and have put on over 25 pounds.
Dave, take a deep breath.
Super Dave. Why? Listen to me, Dave. Dave, exhale all that evil.
Yeah.
Just exhale it. Just let him spew his venom, and you know who you are.
Exactly. And just know, Dave, you obviously are not alone in this. There's 10 other people in this. Okay? So you're not alone, and we got you. No, don't let this get to you. I mean, I know, for some it can, but there is 10 people involved, and whether it's 10 different lawyers that are going to fight it, or 2 or 3, that's not known as of yet, or that's not come out as of yet, let's just say. And trust, you're okay. Don't sweat it. Try not to. Put it that way. Try not to. Hey, Lady Veteran. Hi, Frank.
Don't give him free rent.
Yeah, and you know what? Frank is right.
Dave, don't give him free rent.
You have a lot more than 10. I'm talking about the 10 that are in the same lawsuit. Okay? That's what I'm talking about.
Don't let him live rent free in your head.
Nope.
And this is what amazes me. They keep going on. Like, let me just get through this. It's literally just one page. Oh, I'm sorry. 1.5. Okay. So he thinks that with Bruce's motion to the motion for withdrawal and stay the case, that he's trying to outsmart the judge, right? This is what Jeremy's trying to say. And he's saying he is going to go here. He is going to come down to Florida. He is in contempt of court. He is this. He is that. Look, they're trying to say that the order that the judge put forth is literally like the rules and reg, right? That, he had to do that. That's why. He is still responsible for this. He is still responsible for that. What Jeremy is not paying attention to is the fact that he's asked to show cause, right? He's going to show cause. And Jerm, you are not going to get away with it, nor are you going to like it. Okay? So keep bragging about this, because the only one who's really going to get a hit from it is you. Bruce may get reprimanded in some way because of the actions he had to take, which you and your attorney forced him to take. Let's just put it right out there. You did. And then you laughed about it afterwards. And the judge is going to see that. So talk all your shit, but by the end, Bruce has already put everything out there in this case. And now he has more he can put out. And he's going to. So the judge and the judge above him, you know, the one that you keep saying is going to hold him in contempt of court, that he's going to have to go to Gainesville, that judge is going to see everything in this case. And when you talk about YouTube and the polymop flop, whatever the hell you're saying in a website, trust that is not the YouTube thing they're going to see. They are going to see 200 thumbnails over of you harassing Michelle and John, the defendants in the case, where you're claiming they defamed you, but yet you have no proof that they defamed you. Okay? You're talking about another case with 10 people who have defamed you, but yet you have defamed them in every freaking video since what, like, I don't know, September that I can go back to? Someone you have defamed. Trust me, when they see what's going on with YouTube, it is not everybody else who's going to have to worry about it. Not even me, because I can prove when I started my discussions about what you were doing, I can prove that I'm commenting and critiquing after you put out a video. You're the one putting it all out there. You want to try and blame Bruce now and some anti-ecosystem thing that you've literally blown up and created over a quip that was said, when you are the one who has had a system going from day one with your minions attacking Michelle and John. And we can prove that too. I know when I started talking about the bullshit that you pull, and all these people have been talking about Michelle and John all along. You went after a judge, you know, Judge Grudge. I wonder what this judge is going to think about that. So you really should not be tooting your own horn and talking about shit, because when it comes out, when the whole YouTube thing comes out, which it sounds like, the judge only just realized it was all in YouTube. And he wasn't too happy about it, according to both you and Foreman. So I suggest you slow your roll. Anyway.
No, keep your roll going, dude.
Yeah.
Better yet.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, keep it going, because it works in the favor on the opposite side. So anyway. Then here's the thing. I have a video. It's an older video that I'm going to show you guys. It's from when I realized I wasn't sure when it was from.
I agree.
Then I figured it out. Okay. This video came out when the thing started with Guapo and Jeremy. Okay. And it's George and Jeremy not together, side by side, you know, two different screens. And George starts talking about how she is in contact with her sister and stuff, that Jeremy doesn't keep her from her family. Yet there's the texts and stuff from her sister. Yeah, no one said she wasn't in contact with her family. But yet if Jeremy's around, you are not to have contact with her, because you tell her you can't talk to her until he's gone. Don't call me while he's here. Okay? That has been proven. And what was said in there, you actually proved when you walked away from him 2 weeks ago on a live. You know, that they were moved. But anyway, in this video, not only does she say that, she also states how people's families shouldn't be brought into this. And I'm like, excuse you? What? Why? Because your family was brought into this? How about you spoke to Michelle's daughters, grandchildren? You're talking about everybody's family.
It's a little late for that.
Yeah. All of a sudden, because somebody mentions your family and the truth that your family came out with, that people shouldn't be bringing up your family? Really, George?
Too late. You should have thought about that before you dug into other people's families.
Yeah, and she also says that they don't promote violence or hate.
Liar.
in that same video. I'm like, really? Yeah, you guys are the ones doing it. Now, they're bringing up tonight how some people have told him to stick his eyes out or some crap with this, the people from Michelle's side, which they call the anti-Hells ecosystem. And that they're talking about shooting him and stuff. And where is he getting this from? Where does any of that bullshit come from? Who's talking about staking him in the eyes and stuff? Are you accusing me of that? Because it seems to be when he accuses the anti-Hells, it's our channel, okay? So who's saying that? I sure know no one said that in Ray's. I don't believe anybody would say that in Dave's either.
Who said sticks up
You went out, Robbie.
in his eyes?
I have no idea, but that's what he said. He said that recently a couple times, but he said it again tonight, and someone tried to shoot him and all this stuff. I'm like, where is he getting that crap from?
He's an idiot.
Yeah. So then, he says that Bruce is the one that created this, and I'm like, hold up, what? How is Bruce the one that created this when you've been doing this for 2 years, just with Michelle alone? How is Bruce the one
question.
What?
Is when this all goes to court, do they get on the stand and stuff like that?
When it goes to trial, yeah. Jeremy's the plaintiff. He's going to have to go on the stand.
He's going to have to.
Oh, yeah.
And if he lies under oath, like he's been lying, he can get in worse trouble.
Right. Well, trust, if it gets that far, he's going to.
He already lied under oath, didn't he?
Yes.
I didn't think they had to take the stand.
He's the plaintiff. He has to. It's a jury trial.
Oh, this thing, he's going after.
Yeah, it's all civil. He's going. Yeah.
Right.
So, anyway, so he's saying that Bruce created all this, and I'm thinking, Bruce came on when as the attorney. You know what I mean? That's after I was discussing it, because Bruce was just trying to get people to see both sides rather than just talking about one side.
Oh, hello, everyone. Sorry.
And they're saying, that, or he's saying that, he created this system. It's hilarious.
You know what the judge will probably realize after going through and the trial starts?
Right, Mike?
Not only he's suing for civil, but this guy's committing criminal acts.
Yeah. And that's what's going to be pointed out in the not so far future, let's just say. But Jeremy's the new Amber Heard.
They're going to own Jeremy's land.
And then some. Okay. So then he started okay. Then they started all of a sudden caring for Michelle and John, saying that Michelle and John should sue Bruce for malpractice.
Guapo.
So they should sue for malpractice. That Michelle and John did not know about any of the other lawsuits. He said that. I'm like, excuse me, what? So he didn't elaborate too much on that, but he said it. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me right now? You don't think Michelle knew about the lawsuit?
I thought so, Hannah.
I'm like, where is he getting this bullshit from? And then he pulls up a check. This was great. He did this on purpose, okay? And he acted so innocent about it. Somebody sent him a check for $500. Supposedly, he covered, and obviously I would too, cover the name and address and the signature, right? But he pulls up a check and it's for $500, and then he rips it up because he says he can't cash it because what the hell is there's no account with what the hell's. What the hell's is not a person, and I'm like, excuse?
That's what he said.
Yes. I was like, so you've been having what the hell's for 5 years. You've received checks before with the what the hell's on it, and all of a sudden now you can't cash it. Nice try, Germ. That's why Martha has a what the hell's DBA. Okay. Proven. So I thought that was really foolish of him to do that because now he looks like more of a moron. We can show that there is a Martha DBA with the what the hell's name. So which means she's the one who can go and cash the checks in that scenario. But you want to tell me he has what the hell's and can't cash anything? Okay. So he ripped up this check. So that was all for show and on purpose.
It was probably his check.
Exactly. Let's see. What else? Oh, we have okay, this is the best part of tonight. We have drastically hurt his business model. And with that, it doesn't just hurt Jeremy, all because we're attacking Jeremy. Everybody's affected by it because we're attacking Jeremy. That we are hurting Deanna. And when I heard that, I'm like, you want people to feel sorry for you for Deanna? Really? That's not going to happen. But then it was like, then he brings up Christian impatience and all like everything that we're doing. We're ruining. I'm telling you. Wait, hold on. What did she say? I'm telling you that he has money hidden all over that Ohio house. Yep, there's no doubt. No doubt. So we're hurting Deanna and all of his employees and whatever. And we have nothing to do with the destruction of his business. When he continued to go on and on for 2 years over something that people are really not too much interested as they were in the beginning, or they've seen his, what he's been doing, and it's turned them off from watching. That has nothing to do with it. I can tell you right now, there's no way in hell that we have anything to do with this whatnot. And he's trying to say that we ruined his whatnot. And he's had these contracts. He mentioned a contract with Olight. You never had a contract with Olight. That's clearly, it's been gone over already, even in your depot. Okay. So
thank you, Todd.
The only business model the only business that he had that even it came out in his depot was something with Whatnot. And meanwhile, at that point in time, he had only started doing Whatnot 3 months ago, right?
And he still hadn't produced the documents on exactly what that is.
Exactly. And they're calling it privileged information. Well, how is that privileged information if you're suing people? You have to show your loss of income. How are you going to get damages? You have to show it. And he did not create the Whatnot. He did not start doing, I don't know when he created his Whatnot account, but he did not start doing all those Whatnots. And they had to do the auctions because they needed money. That didn't even happen. You have to remember, he filed this lawsuit in March of 24. Okay. So that's a year ago. He only started doing his Whatnot sales and auctions right before Christmas? Maybe a little bit before that? So how can they have, you filed this lawsuit of tortious interference with business in March? Okay. How did they interfere with any of your other businesses, especially when you claim it's a contract? So the only contract to this date that you have when you said it in your depot was Whatnot. How did they interfere with Whatnot? Now you're trying to say that everybody, the anti-Hales ecosystem has been involved in your Whatnot business. Prove it.
Yes, Strat Lover, they're supposed to be going on tour.
You cannot prove that. I know I've not been on your Whatnot channel. And I've definitely not told anybody to go to your Whatnot channel to do anything, to whether it's to purchase, view, check it out, whatever. I don't know. People are saying in the chat that they've been there, but no one's told anybody to go and do anything. And I can't control anybody. I'm not someone that incites stuff the way you do, like suggesting it so they'll go and take care of it for you. Like you tell everybody who's that you come in contact about teaching YouTube what to do, that's not me. I don't do any of that. So you can't get me on that. So you can try, but it won't happen. But I think when it comes to Whatnot, everybody's going to be pretty shocked is to even hear that the stuff that he said tonight is bullshit. And I'm sure you'll find out about that soon enough.
I won't be shocked.
Yeah, well, I know. You can't really be shocked about anything, right? But it would be like, whoa, It would be a shocking second until you realize, oh, of course. Why would we believe that he did that? But yeah. So, and by the way, your lisp is getting worse, so you might want to think about something. Maybe go to the doctor and let him know something's happening. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the super chat. I think I missed some other super chats. Hold on, please. Let me just go look quickly. Thank you. George needs to be in legal trouble too. Wait, here we go. Thank you, Chicky. Another said it also hurts baby Pepper and unborn baby Salt. Weird name. Yeah, he's trying to use Christian and Patience as children. That we're hurting them. Let's see. Shellbell, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are awesome. He ruined his own reputation. He hears everything on live. I mean, come on. Yep, you're 100% true. His tongue is thickening. It's not a tumor. I'm telling you. So he's saying that those he loves shouldn't feel the brunt of what he's done, because we're attacking him. That those he loves shouldn't feel that brunt. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me right now? So he sits there every day. Well, I'm not going to say every day, like every couple of videos, let's just say. He puts them out every day. Claiming how this is his life. His life. But for 2 years, he's been doing nothing but talking about somebody else's life. Somebody else's lives. And he's going after other people. So his life is basically going after other people. He basically says it. Literally. Because he's not doing anything he's not showing anything on his life except some storage unit fines as he's mocking people doing it these days. Yeah. People like him don't love, he's just used to certain people being around that if they would disappear, he would feel all kinds of lonely. That's not like love. Okay. That's like an ego trip that, he puts on himself that it diminishes when people walk away. It's not a love thing. Okay. It's more of a narcissistic thing, actually. But why is it that your people that you love feel the brunt of what you're doing, but you think nobody else's is? You're suing people for how much? You bragged about that $9 million, and you don't think their families have anything to do with or feel a brunt of that? You don't care. Your goal is to make them broke, to bankrupt them, make them so they have nothing. You said it several times in every suit that you were going after. Marilyn Raby, Otter Creek, Michelle, John, and now about the 10. Okay? So you're full of shit. That's all I got to say is you're full of shit. And if you want people to feel sorry for you, well, I think what he did tonight was he literally used the anti-ecosystem to grift off of his viewers. Played a victim, even attempted to show tears that they're basically broke, is what he's saying. Did y'all hear that? So we need you. We need to do the auction. If 500 new people, please come help us. Please help us, with tears in his eyes. Robbie, you got to go see that. Got to go see that. So he's desperate.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And literally before, in order to get those tears to pop in his eyes, he told a little bit of a story. And that's where the tears came from. And I'm thinking, wow. Do I believe that? Absolutely not. This guy, no, I don't believe that at all. I think those tears are from the fight.
Onion juice in his face.
And getting caught. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't see the onions, but yeah. I don't believe that. So anyway, so then he left it to George wants to say, and she brings up the withdrawal thing. So they started to go up on the withdrawal, and they're claiming it's a lie that Bruce wasn't. They're calling it fired because discharge means fired. And apparently when this happened, Jeremy said the marshal ran to the judge to say he withdrew from the case. Can anybody see that happening? I'm sorry. A marshal comes running in to the judge to say that he withdrew from the case.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then George decides to make a new name for Michelle and call her Ginette.
What?
Wow, out of the mouth of George. Yeah, Ginette. Like a Gina, a big Gina, Ginette. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, again, mucus mouth. And, you know, it's really, everything
You're a
from the
class
call.
act, honey. You're a class act.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? That's why I get the title of this, because I was running late. It was like blah, 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 blah. Nothing. Nothing. Very boring. Very boring. And, you know, I guess they had nothing much to say except for the fact that, you know, Bruce is going to jail. Bruce is that, and they've been saying it for the past, like, you know, 5 days. So, 4 days, whatever it was. So there really wasn't much to jump on, you know, as far as the dramatics of the Sunday night show. But I just think it's hilarious how, you know, he's like, everybody says, blame Jeremy, and he's walking around blaming everybody else. What's the common denominator in everything with everybody? Germ. So he's trying to put twists and shit. He's trying to freak people out. This is not going to work. It's what he deliberately is not saying to speak volumes and says it all. Yep. It's snowing. It's snowing in Ohio? Isn't it getting warmer?
What?
Isn't it getting warmer everywhere? Or is it just down here?
Today was cooler.
I don't know.
It was only 80 something today, and it's cooler tonight
80.
than it was.
It's 74 right now.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, but it's been warming up here, so I'm thinking it's warming up a little there. I wouldn't have thought it would be snowing in Ohio right now. But yes, it is. Not here. It's cold. Oh my gosh, it's 36 right now. So it's not warming up anywhere, just down here. Freeze warnings in Missouri. 35 in PA. It's supposed to snow in Missouri. Dang. So we got one more. We're in April. It'll be gone. You'll be gone shortly, guys. Maybe this is like the one last storm. Yeah, there's always that one last storm. Rusty Stevenson,
I told you.
Story Jeremy tells is him having a flawless victory. If Jeremy went golfing, he'd tell you he shot 18 holes and won. He wins everything, 100-0. Thank you so much. You're right. Absolutely right. Thank you. These are some of the group that are on Whatnot. One evening we should put out their Whatnot channels. Well, yeah, if you guys are on Whatnot and you have channels there, let us know. You could email. Okay, so you would have to email me your link because you won't be able to put the link in here. You could type the name of your channel and people can search it if you want. But if it's a link, only the mods can post links. So you could email me your link and I'll put it up there. Joan says they're having snow this week. 74 in Virginia. Really, Francis? See, so it's weird. So it's warm in certain places. All right, cool, Andrea. What's up, Todd? I don't think gold counter is keeping up. It says it's 7. Right? Am I right? Tori, can you see it?
Hold on. I'm not on that screen right at this moment.
Are you shopping again?
Yeah, it says 7.
Okay, let me see.
No, I'm looking at trucks.
What you guys also have to understand is it is only super chats that are at least $5 or more.
And 2 of the things that pop up were like memberships.
And they have to be super chats.
Do Germ show survey proof? No. Nope. He has not shown. He hasn't even mentioned the property of the survey or anything. Nothing. None of that. Nothing about the police reports that have been shown. Oh, speaking of police reports, now in order for me to show you this clip, remember this because the next time I go live, I'm going to show it. The only reason why is because I haven't transformed it yet, and in order for me to use it, I have to transform it. Okay, so I found an old video. Remember when Jeremy was like all? Now I know you remember this, Robbie, because it was when George left, and he was all like cryy like and bummed out and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so that video popped up because I was searching something, and that's one of the videos that popped up with it. He likes to talk about his sphere of influence a lot, by the way. So in this video, somebody asks him if he found the trailer. Remember the trailer that was missing from the warehouse? We talked last week or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, and I told you guys that there's a police report that the guy across the street from Marilyn Raby's property, the warehouse, is the one that had it because that's where she had them put it, right? And that when he told Jeremy that he had it and it's here, you can come get it, they said to leave it there because they had nowhere to put it or couldn't come get it. I think maybe because he was in Florida, but he had them store it there, right? So my point in bringing this up again, and I will show this in video, I just have to edit it, like I said, is I looked at the date of this crying video, the sad video when George left, and it's saying September of 2021. So I'm like, okay. I go back to the police report where this guy who had the trailer told him where it was, and Jeremy had asked him, to keep it there and store it there for him, was a month and a half before that. So Jeremy knew exactly where that trailer was.
Wow.
Lying in his video.
Wow. And he told me he never found that trailer.
Yeah, well, there's proof right there because there's a police report with that information and the date, and then Jeremy literally on video a month and a half later saying, he never found the trailer. And then jokes about something like Marilyn's probably in it or something like that. Yeah, I'm like, oh, well, it's a simple
they actually found it?
Yeah, Marilyn had put it in yeah.
She had
but it wasn't even his trailer. He sold it.
Hold on. There was a box truck and a trailer.
He sold the trailer.
Okay. When?
Before it was taken.
Okay, well, he says he doesn't know where it is. He was looking for the trailer. He had a whole video thing on it, searching for the trailer. Okay. And on 7/22/2021, Robbie Lawyer, who owns Pell Electric, which is directly across from the warehouse, called in reference to the civil matter because, as he stated, he was drugged into the middle of it while trying to help people out. Robbie went on to say that he was approached by Marilyn Raby's son, Curtis. Robbie said that he was asked to store some property from the warehouse property that was located in the building area not being leased, which it wasn't being leased for Marilyn. Okay.
Yeah, I remember he had the pop machine and something else.
Yeah.
An ice cream machine or something.
I don't know. But Robbie said he was not aware of the civil matter that was going on, but agreed to help Marilyn by storing this property in the Pell Electric warehouse. Robbie said he helped Marilyn by taking his tow motor over and moved items from the Pell Electric building. Robbie said that Jeremy Hills has since accused him of stealing his property. But Robbie wanted it to be known to police that all the property he helped store was still inside the building and nothing is gone. It's all there. Robbie said that when he was threatened of theft, he approached the employees of Jeremy's and requested that they come get the property, said he was no longer put in the middle of the civil matter. Robbie said that after he made contact with Jeremy Hale's employees, they told him that they were too busy and even asked him if he can continue to store it for them. Robbie said that he wanted it documented to protect himself should he be accused of theft or missing property as a result of the civil matter. There you go.
There are videos where he accuses the guy across the street from stealing his stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's where it was. But
maybe you should Maybe you should reach out to that guy across the street and talk to him.
Yeah. No. But this was on 7/22/2021. 7 is July 22nd. In September, hold on, let me actually look at this. I'll tell you exactly where it is. September 5th, 2021. And you can go delete that all you want, Jeremy. I already got the whole thing.
Hannah, I remember that too.
What? I
He
remember
said
that
the guy across the street stole it.
He said that, like, what, originally? And then
Yeah.
they went looking for it in the whole 9 yards and blah, blah, blah. But I guess nobody talked to him or whatever. I don't know. But the guy told the officer what happened. That's what it is, right
So
there.
does it specify trailer?
It specifies, it specifies trailer in the entire report, the beginning of the report.
Wow.
So, yeah. And then he just talks that he's got all, he has everything that was asked to be removed. So for Jeremy to sit there and say he doesn't know about the trailer is a lie. Yep. 7/8. I spoke over the phone with Jeremy Hales. Jeremy was currently in Florida, but wanted to report the theft of his trailer from that address. And then ongoing. He goes down, closed, case closed. They know where the trailer. That's what it is. So yeah,
that whole thing confused the hell out of me because he didn't even have a lease with her.
No. That's why him trying to fight her was ridiculous. Technically, Brian did. I believe the guy's name is Brian. Hold on, where is it? Brian. Brian. Okay. Brian did not have an agreement with her unless it was verbal to do anything with her. Okay. Now, if she didn't know that Jeremy was leasing the warehouse and Jeremy was paying monthly for that warehouse, he was giving Brian money. Right? So who was keeping that money? Brian. So Marilyn wanted to sell her property. The woman right now is 84 years old. So how long ago was this? 4 years ago? So she's 80 years old. She wanted to sell her property. And Jeremy's stopping her from doing it. Because he was too lazy with all his employees, to get his stuff out of there, knowing that he didn't have a lease with her. Knowing that they were trying to sell the property.
That's insane.
Yeah. He stayed there thinking he didn't pay his lease in full. So, what? Yeah, he dramatically made content with the stolen trailer angle. He had a live stalking Marilyn, which he deleted. No, she stole everything. Yep, sure. So, yeah. So I found that video based on looking for something else, and then that popped up. I'm like, wait a minute, what does he mean? Why is he saying? Hold on, what's the date on this thing? Because I knew that police report existed. I'm like, when did that guy say that, he talked to the cops or whatever? What's the date on that? And I go back, I'm like a month and a half before this video where he's asked about it. And he says, no, he has no idea. So I was going to show you that and then show you the other one, but I have to edit the video.
This is crazy.
The clip is longer than it should be. So
there's just so many lies, dude.
Yeah. All lies. But my point in even showing that is because it's something that he made a big deal about, right? The trailer. And as silly as, it may seem, okay, what is that? It's not a little white lie. The thing is when you're seeing him talk about something and you see that he's lying, pay attention to the look on his face, how he does it, the laughter he throws in there. That shows you that when he does those things, he's lying. And you'll also be able to look at it if, obviously you've watched this video before, right? Or even if you haven't, But if you watch this video before and you just believed his story that, he had no idea where it was, right? Now you're like looking at him like, holy crap. This guy's been lying to us for years about little things.
I feel like such an idiot because I believed him on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. A lot of people did. You're not the only one.
Well, I totally believed him on the Maryland thing, and then I find out that he didn't even have a lease with her.
Yeah.
He was renting from the other guy. So that makes him, he's not a tenant.
Yeah. And he went to sue her for $1 million. $1 million. Just like he's suing us for $9 million. Helen,
Good
thank
night,
you so
Ray.
much.
God bless. Prayers, buddy.
Good night, Ray. So it's like, that's the reason for showing any of that and letting you guys see how he lied, But tonight, him begging for money from everybody, we need your help. So seriously. And using the anti-Hales ecosystem, which I know he thinks I'm the huge part of. So he's using basically us in his brain to grift off of. To say that poor him, we've done something so bad to him, help him. Yeah. Technically, dude sells, he was squatting. He sure was. So, as much as they want to claim whatever this judge's order is, the bottom line is Bruce gets to show cause. The bottom line is the judge mentions he knows and doesn't like the fact that this is all on YouTube or a YouTube conspiracy. Whether he thinks someone's conspiring against you or the other way around, don't know. We just know he brought it up. But what he's going to see is how you created it, how you have been conspiring everybody to join in your little freaking game of content, pile them up, and have attacked and slandered and defamed everybody else. That's what's going to be the end result. And it doesn't matter what lawyer proves it. It's going to be proven because the evidence is there. So, polyflop your way into it. Don't care. But the polymop is going to polyflop your butt. Let's just say that. So, there you go. That's the saga on the Jeremy Hales crap right now. Show cause is coming, and it should be a doozy. If Bruce is able to get the judge to see,
What, you're gonna leave me hanging?
he may not get. Huh? Technically, Jerem has an eviction. Yes. See, but I guess that's okay. I mean, well, not on paper is he evicted, I guess.
Oh,
because hijab, it's not showing up as an eviction. It's showing up as a court case. But yeah,
it can't show up as an eviction. He never had a lease with her.
He wasn't there legally.
Well,
yeah.
It still can show up as an eviction because that's what she was trying to do. But it doesn't show up that way. It's showing up as a civil matter. It doesn't show up. It's not on record as an eviction.
Property.
Right, and that is technically an eviction, but it's not showing up that way. But yes. And what do you do?
I feel like such a dumbass because I actually liked the guy. I thought he was fun. He was everything. We had fun and everything. And then the more that goes on, it's like,
Boudica, yeah.
All this was fake. This was fake. This was fake. Yeah. This was fake. Everything about him is just fake.
This was a lie.
Boudica's right. All evictions are civil matters, so Boudica's right. But like mine, for instance, it would be listed as under the civil matter, but it would say like an eviction on it, whereas Jeremy's doesn't show up like that. But then again, you're talking two different states, so it's all the matter of whatever. Technically, that is an eviction. He had to get out. He argued. He tried to fight it. Blah blah blah. Like a lot of people do. I know I've tried to fight it because of the reasons that I had.
You're not kidding.
But I always had a lease that was being broken for whatever reason. He didn't have a lease with her. So him trying to fight that is a joke. Slept through him in one sitting. I'm going to bed
See,
another
that
week.
just it sucks because I should have listened to my wife.
I should have listened to Gabe. Gabe called him a false prophet the second he heard him say something about the Bible. Spider's right. Sorry, hold on. Spider's right. Spider's right. Spider's right. Yeah. Where's King Paco? I don't see King Paco. Maybe he's on Squid's channel helping her with a squid.
He might be.
Deck.
Yeah.
Has he been helping them with their stream deck?
Yep.
Yep.
He went on her live. Marilyn Raby used the police as her eviction. Yeah, there was paperwork, but he refused to take it. He had hold on. He had Christian take it. Jeremy was on his phone to reach Brian. Isn't that funny? Whenever he's getting served, he makes somebody else take the paperwork. He did that at the town hall with George. George had to take the paperwork of him being sued.
But he talks crap about other people not accepting the paperwork.
Yeah. Who's the Dodger?
I accepted my paperwork.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Robbie did. So how's that dodging? He's going to call you were dodging. First of all, he knows. Why did he send anybody to the Webster Flea Market? Why didn't he just send them to your house? Because he knows they can't.
Because he knows my gate has to remain locked.
Yeah, and he knows they can't get in the gate to even knock or ring a doorbell, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's why he sent them. So how could he say you're dodging anything if no one's, there's nobody there, trying to serve you? So he said to someone to the flea market, what happened when they walked up to you?
They said, "Are you Robbie? Are you Robbie Kesey?" I said, "Yes, ma'am."
And she handed you something, right?
Yeah.
Oh. So technically you were served, right?
And she showed me a picture. She goes, "You don't look anything like this picture." I looked at it, went, "Yeah, I do. It looks just like me. What are you trying to?"
They gave her a picture of you?
Yeah, she showed me a picture.
I wonder what kind of picture they gave of me. Did they give her my emoji or something? That's funny. A walrus? Who knows? I'm dragging you all to bed with me. Ooh. Wow, just watched Jeremy. All I have to say is I never thought Hillary Clinton's cackle could be outdone, but way to go, Martha. It went up when it went up. Way to go, Martha. You're now the cackle queen. Telling you. These freaks. And they call us freaks. I'm a happy freak. I'll be the happy freak over here. It's crazy. My hours are so messed up. So messed up, guys. I was up till 11 this morning. I fell asleep for 2 hours, woke up again, and then fell asleep till 9. My hours are so messed up. The freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Yeah, I guess so, huh? We are what? Mentally unhinged freaks.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Somebody emailed me that he started his show saying it's showtime.
I didn't see that.
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, I don't know. He did use.
Are you kidding me right now?
He did use Beetlejuice for something.
Oh my God.
He's got to copy Robbie.
Yeah.
We know he copies everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go find your own personality, dude.
He's run out of, stuff. Like now he's, Bruce right now, like that, this whole thing is all about Bruce. Bruce. Jolie Delaney, who said being a freak is a bad thing? That's right.
My wife thinks it's a great thing that I'm a freak.
Yeah. I'm a super freak.
I put the super in super freak. I don't have to put the woo in Worcester. I put the super in super freak.
We got to give away. Woohoo! All right.
Give it away now.
Who sang?
Reset.
I hit a reset. He could create fake storylines for views without hurting people in real life. He likes to stab you and twist a knife. You're absolutely right. Since he's lying anyway, but people write scripts for some of their channels and things like that. That's okay when when you're creating a story. You know what I'm saying? When people realize this is a story and they're watching it, But to literally like take people's real life and make something out of it that isn't in existence and to twist and defame. He's been, Rick James. He's been doing that for years, And literally, I think what happened as far as the whole court thing goes, Michelle went to go get that TRO and it pissed him off. Because he literally said in one of his videos, she started it. Well, what do you think she's going to do when she has a child there that you're like stalking? You're driving past her house screaming shit. And you think, he pulled out a gun. You're driving past her house screaming shit. What do you think someone's going to do when they have no idea what's going on outside?
Like a psycho.
Yeah. So, you started it and you kept doing it. You kept trying to cause problems. So she tried to get a restraining order against you. There was no cameras back then on her property to show what was going on, you driving by and stalking them. And what amazes me is he thinks it's illegal and his minions and fans think it's illegal for them to have a camera on their fence line for their security of their property.
Oh my God.
What?
But it's okay for him to have his cameras and tube down.
Yeah.
These people are so stupid.
Yeah, so Vanessa's saying it started because she called him out at a public meeting about the damn fire hydrants, and that's where the crap began. So it was weird because I showed that video of him stalking, literally saying, admitting, and trying to stalk Russell Meeks. As he's driving through the streets of Otter Creek, he sees Michelle go by, calls her by her name, Michelle, and mentions that she's running for Otter Creek Town Council, right? That's it. Friendly, they waved. He said something, George said something. They waved, that was it. No big deal, right? That was, I believe, April 7th or something. By May 14th, these signs were created somehow. Okay? But that was literally April. And I think between that time frame is when the fire hydrant thing talk came up. And she went against what he was trying to say. And next thing you know, there's a problem. And I believe she mentioned something about driving slow on the road because, their child could run out into the street because, the property, there's not a lot, well, there wasn't a lot of traffic there at all. So, at least your subs are up. You are hurting what the hell's business. Oh my God. Well, she didn't call him out. She had a different opinion about his facts. Oh, exactly. Sorry. We'll take the calling out thing away. She disagreed with him.
Catherine, you're not kidding.
You could literally see that if you don't agree with him, he has a problem with you. And he just I guess she fought back in some way. And he doesn't like that. And he started in on them. Because he had already been on Russ and Don, and Mary and, his neighbors on either side of his property. You know, exactly. I think it just hurt his ego. You know, and he went after him. And when he goes after people, he goes hard. He's admitted that.
Vanessa, okay, hurt his ego maybe, but okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. How do you guys explain the most damning evidence there is against this man? His own son.
Right.
That's not an ego thing. That's just a piece of shit thing, if you ask me.
I'm going by at the time. You know, like
and that's my opinion.
Yeah. We didn't know any of that though. Because as Jeremy says in many of his videos, he only shows you this much and he holds his finger up maybe 2 inches. And the rest of his life is like all this much, you know? So he only shows you a piece of it. And you're right. He only shows you a piece of it.
You know what? When I watched his son on your thing, I was just I was at a loss for words. I was like, wow.
Oh, and you did also mention tonight that Bruce went after his son.
Bruce isn't the one who went after his son. His son came forward and sought you out.
Yep. He said Bruce went after his son. Bruce brought children into it. I back the hell up.
No.
Who brought children into this? Who's been talking about a 3, now 5-year-old child for the past 2 years?
Right. And
who brought children into this? Who made it about a child?
But Lisa, the thing that I probably got the most upset with was he tried saying that his son's basically a mental basket case.
Yeah.
He's got mental problems. That was his defense on this whole thing. And I'm like, excuse me? Yeah. You're attacking your own son?
Yeah. And he says this.
Are you out of your gourd? Now I just lost it. I can't believe a word that comes out of your mouth anymore. Not one word. Because what you just said, you just gave people the okay to attack your son. Your little fans that are out of their gourds. You just made it okay for them to do that. And it's just, this is so disgusting. It is so disgusting that anyone would believe a word this man says.
Lori, thank you so much for your super chat. It says, Harley's Law, stop content creators from using children, private citizens, and lawsuits for content. Bingo.
There you go.
That's good. I now know what the hashtag is for tonight. Yeah. I'm sorry, Miyagi. Busted. All right.
That was just disgusting, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty upsetting. He's the one who created those issues for his son. Exactly. John Caps, shut up. Just shut up. Shut up, John Caps.
And then he's just tried to put the blame on his son.
Right. It's terrible what he's done, but and meanwhile, he starts bringing up kids, but yet he attacked Bruce, his wife, and his kids before this past week. He talked about Bruce's daughter and how ashamed she'll be when a couple of years from now she finds out, who her dad really is. He talked about how he couldn't believe that Bruce was married, what woman would marry him, that he had to get a mail order bride. He's been attacking them for quite a while, bringing up the daughter. Okay. And he said, how dare you use children in this lawsuit? Well, he needs to tell the judge what's going on. So what do you mean, how dare you? He's the one that uses children. He's the one that uses anything he can against somebody to hurt them. I'm not talking to you, King Paco. Nope, not doing it. Shut John Caps. Where is Kendra? He puts the blame on everyone else when it is Jerem who's causing all of this. Yeah. He even mentioned that today. Well, they'll say you're the one that filed the lawsuits. Well, who else is gonna make it stop? That's what he said. Yeah, he is talking about himself and all that. He doesn't even realize it. It's literally like he's attacking people for the things that he's done, yet they have not done any of it. It's really weird. Maybe it's because he thinks he never did all those things, so he thinks it's okay. If ever someone can accuse him of these things, then he should be able to go and accuse anybody else of these things. But he's like too happy. He thinks he's going to make money off of all this. The only money he's made is on his YouTube. That's the only money he's ever going to make. So I think that based on the fact that he is making money off of using all these people and hurting them, that he shouldn't be the one that gets that profit from it. It should be the people he's hurting that are getting the profit. See, what he should have done was he should have went to his neighbors and said, hey, let's do a storyline and I'll give you a percentage or whatever. And scripted a storyline like a lot of other YouTubers did. That's what he should have done. Right? Now, I don't know if people want to be actors or anything. I mean, a lot of these people are private. But that is something he could have done. Instead, he could be liable and should be liable for everything he has done. He's making money off of all of this. Every incident.
Good night, honey. God bless prayers.
It's messed up.
He's just getting free content by all this, by everything.
And he's making money off of it. Now, based on the fact that Tug and Megan complaining about all the money everybody's making, right? And somebody even tried to say, like, donations are Look, I already touched that before. Donations are gifts. Gifts were given to me. It's that simple. If you want to boil it right down to it, that's just it. Say what you want about it, but that's just it. Anyway, so they're talking about all this money that everybody's bringing in on their channel. So I went over how much they make. Now, if I use those same figures and figure out how much he makes, which I've said once before, but it's still a broad range because every day you get paid per views, right? And it's the ads on the views, right, that you're getting paid by.
Hang in, Mike. Hang in, Mike.
But each ad, you might be getting paid differently or a different amount for each day or whatever. Like, I haven't gotten really deep into it. I'm not paying attention to what an ad's bringing in. You know, that's someone like him. He does that. You know, I don't do that. But the thing is you get paid per views for the advertisements and stuff. And Jeremy gets a lot of them. So, but Lisa, he needs to feed the beast to keep it going or it falls apart. Yeah. So, guys, the only way he's making money now, he'll have you believe, is from Whatnot. So you got to go and buy the overpriced items there. So, you know, the begging for help was absolutely ridiculous.
He must have taken lessons from somebody.
And he's using us and what we've done, calling us the ecosystem, because I am not an ecosystem, but that's what he calls us. He's using us, or let's just say the 10 that he's suing, as the reason why he's losing money. Meanwhile, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I know that's not true because I haven't done anything to his Whatnot. I have not told anybody to do anything.
I don't give a shit about his Whatnot, what he sells there or what he does. I don't give a shit about him. I don't.
He also posted in all his other social, need help? Need help. I need you to buy my stuff.
So
So maybe the next time I sell crystals, I'll say, I need help. I need to pay for a lawyer.
So his parents are preacher or in the church.
He's raised from a religious family, yeah.
So he was a Christian. You know what he's like right now with all the stuff he's doing? He's like Judas.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if he realizes that.
I don't think he cares. You first said he was a false prophet.
No, yeah, I wouldn't even call him that.
He said part of his contract with Whatnot is to have so many people sign up.
False prophets.
Oh, and his
Have somewhat of a
contract isn't paper; it's verbal. So, so is that why you're not going to be able to show the contract? It's a verbal contract
I'm
now?
sure that he can get it in writing. All
That's
he's going to do
interesting.
is tell him he needs to see it.
Yeah, that is true.
For court, he has to have it. It doesn't exist.
That's funny because ours was going to be verbal.
No, all the motions have not been gone over that Bruce filed. My anxiety and depression is so hard to fight with at times, and yes, I'm taking off from investigating, which keeps me sober. Vodka is so good, though. He sets his sights on a target, creates a video, starts a legal case, more video to monetize the storyline. Fans pay with views and money so he can pay for court, make more videos to monetize over and over. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Hey, Gabe?
If he wasn't making more money than he's paying out in lawyer fees, he wouldn't be doing this.
Exactly. He's not going to pay $300,000 in lawyer fees.
Nobody, you know what I mean?
Dude, he doesn't even go and buy himself new clothes. People are sending him clothes. He doesn't. He wears the same stuff all the time. Well, they're selling T-shirts, so he's always got new T-shirts now. You know, with the debunked, motions denied, all this crap.
He's trying to sell it
because he's trying to sell it. But you know, I mean, it's ridiculous. JC comment. Okay, let me scroll. JC, where you at, girl? Hold on, JC. Not without Whatnot, Lisa. Is that what you were referring to? When people sign up to social media, it's still a contract as well. Yeah, it's oh my God. There's a contract on YouTube too when you sign up to you guys all have technically a contract with YouTube. I forget the word. He signed the Whatnot contract, no others.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, it is TOS. It's terms of service thing. And it's the same with Facebook. Yep.
That's no different than what anyone else has with them.
Exactly. Now, Whatnot, and I'm sorry, Olight was like a sponsorship. Do you know how many sponsorships I get offered in email to do on here? Robbie, how many do you get? Tori, do you get any yet?
What?
Emails for sponsorships.
Well, yeah, but they're not legit.
Right.
I've actually gotten several emails that says, I saw your YouTube channel, and I'm intrigued and would like to talk to you. But you could tell they're bogus.
He said that Whatnot was the only contract he signed. That's what he said in his depo. But today he's saying his contract with Whatnot is verbal.
Yeah.
Right.
So did he sign a verbal contract or not?
He's saying you did. And it was in tiers, like a 3 months. Then after 3 months, they ask you to go for 6 months. I'm like, okay, whatever. Look, here's the thing. The details of the Whatnot will come out. So we'll find out whether he's lying or not. But him trying to say that we're doing something to hurt Whatnot is a crock of shit. He filed that lawsuit and he didn't even start.
His is verbal.
It is verbal. You're going in and out. You're going in and out.
We take it outside.
Whatnot would not do verbal contract if they're an application project. Digital still binding. Yeah, as a matter of fact, when you sign up as a seller, it is in fact, and it's a process. It is a process. You also have to listen in on like an intro type thing. I forget. This is the bad thing about doing shows at night because my brain just goes blah and I forget all my verbiage. Whatnot was the only contract he said he ever signed. All over were verbal. All over were verbal. Yeah. So it's just funny. I have not been on, and I believe they can check the account activity, and so can Facebook and any other social media platform. So yeah, let Germ say what he says and prove it. And then he's gonna be proven wrong. This investigation proves how tough I am. You have to be tough to watch content I'm using as evidence. I hear you. He said he had to do Whatnot because you all fucked up his auctions. I'm pretty sure he started Whatnot before all this started. He could have started it, but he wasn't promoting it at all. He wasn't doing auctions on Whatnot. Not till a couple months ago. He wasn't doing Whatnot and promoting a Whatnot thing prior to filing this case right now.
And how many people were actually going to his YouTube auctions? Not it.
Not me.
Not it.
I mean, there a while ago, I used to post links in it. I was a mod of his. But Whatnot started in January. Started to make up his income. You lost him on storage videos versus neighbor videos. Lisa, read Jezebel's comment. Okay, hold on. Hey, Dottie, not standing up for him, but you can't really all stuff overpriced when it all starts at $1 if the buyers are. You're absolutely correct, Dottie. You are absolutely correct. I'm talking about his buy it now stuff. But the bidding, people bid it up. And they, according to some people, they don't mind doing so because he needs help. And he's basically called for that today.
Yeah, but he's not getting the mental help you guys are paying him to get.
And they're eating ramen noodles 5 days a week while he's eating steak.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed for YouTube auctions because he was in trouble and he didn't have an auction license legally. Well, do you mean when he was doing the minutes? He said he physically signed his name to a Whatnot contract and that the contract requires he meet certain numbers each month. He's got his own people bidding up, in my opinion. Oh, that's quite possible. But mine, I give up. All right, Ed, I can't. I see what you're saying. But I'm also going back up because people are telling me what to read. Same stuff Guapo was on the hook for now. That's when he started the minute to win it sells. Yep. I got banned from his Whatnot thing for asking if he's going to pay child support for his children. That's probably the one thing he does do. He's court ordered to do it, and he said he was paying like something like $1,200 a month. That was like a year ago. Yeah.
That's not much well.
No. I think it's just
he has one now.
Yeah. So his buyer's so dumb. They bought a bunch of his silver grain cards for $30. They have 1 grain of silver on them, which is worth 4 cents. Wow. He was praising Liz Barnes tonight, Robbie. I was like, oh God, man, she made it. She made it to the Germs, highlighted reels. Oh my God. She's the one, Liz Barnes is the one that used to make the gold flakes for Sean Goodman. You know the little things with gold flakes that Jeremy's actually selling? Sean Goodman made those. But she actually made them for him. He paid her to do it. Liz Barnes is the one who caused the problem between me and Travis. I showed you the video last night, a week before the hoarder house bullshit. Oh, and Robbie, and one of the thing that I was searching today, I found the video of him, the hero in the box.
Of what?
I found the video of him talking about hero in the box and the YouTubers that he always tries to help and they always screw him over.
Cool.
Can you get this too?
Yeah.
Did Jerem want to put the Worcester in then? Yeah, they're trying to say that the Craigslist things were defamatory because they're fake or whatever. Honey, no. If you even saw them, you could tell that is absolutely Craigslist. And you can have that verified, by the way. And it's like it's a witness behind that. Hello. Where do you think they came from? Oh my gosh. Jeremy has not one original idea. No. Hero in the box. Yep. That was one of the ways he used to try and attack Robbie. By saying that comment. And he was talking about Guapo. Big time. And I ended up getting that too. So I was like, oh, wow. Okay, I do doubt this whatnot contract being a seller on whatnot. Funds earned are not released until the buyer receives their items. Now, wait, where to go? Once a seller hits 1,000 sales, they can access the money sooner. The only move for him is the whoosh of hot air coming out of his butthole. Whatnot sounded like a pyramid scheme. I am a seller on there, but I have yet to do my first auction, so I can't say how it works with experience or anything like that. So I just don't. What I do know is I have never been on his channel. I have never gone to any of his things. I've never bid up anything. So, and that's what he's claiming. And I don't tell anybody to do that either. Tori, have you ever been on there?
I've been by it because someone said, look at this. And I went and looked at this and it was like, okay, whatever.
But you never bid on anything or...
Oh, hell no.
First of all, if we were in there bidding up shit, you clearly see our names. You have to have an account that it's attached to a credit card and all that when you go to bid or buy anything. Wait, at least you outbid me. Not on what the hells. Guapo, I did. I've only been on Guapo's, Jeebus's to watch. I've only bought anything from Guapo's and actually somebody else's. So let's say probably like 4. Because I went to another person's, I went to Guapo's, Jeebus's, and while I was on there, I looked at another site that had Funko Pops. But I did buy Funko Pops from somebody else. I would never use a credit card to bid on his junk and pay. I wouldn't trust it. Right? Oh, trust me. I believe that. I believe that. Because I had to actually take care of something in Otter Creek. And I had to make sure that no one could get the information. Whatnot is addictive. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, if you see me come into your Whatnot and you got Funko Pops, please be easy with me. No, I didn't bid it up. I bid like I normally would. That's all. You know, when you want to win something, you're bidding on it, right? So I wanted a Funko Pop, and if it got too much, I didn't bid anymore. And now they're going to say Lisa's spending all the Barn Dominion money on Funko Pops. Okay. I have my own money. My husband has his own money. I don't need any of that. God, they act like this is like... Robbie, I'm pretty sure you guys got more money than what was here. Like they act like that money is nothing to Jeremy. Nothing. I'm sure maybe they're mad that they didn't get it to help do it. Why don't they start helping people? Maybe if they start actually helping people, and I'm talking about the people on Facebook, instead of wasting your time making up stories and twisting bullshit, why don't you go help people out there? I'm sure that if you did, you'd see what you could do with your time. But to me, none of those people have hearts. If they could go along with someone like him, hurting people, hurting a child, believing so much bullshit stories when the truth is right in front of their faces now, good luck to them. You know? Is that really how it is on Whatnot? When you bid and win money comes right out of your bag. Yeah, and I didn't even know that. I was bidding for I mean, I knew I put my card in there, but I didn't realize it comes right out for each, thing you're bidding on. I didn't realize that. When I was done and Guapo was still doing his thing, I said, Guapo, how do I take care of this? Where do I go to actually do this? And he goes, oh, it already comes out. I'm like, oh. And I went and I looked at my bank account and I'm like, oh, all right. Oh, right on. Cool. So it was done. And that's how I found out, because I've never done it. I've had an account there. I became a seller, but I've never done any of it. I had never bought anything and I never sold anything.
Yeah, I've never set up my payment on there, so I can't. Yeah. I can't buy anything on there.
Yeah. So, but that's what happens. It's there for that. When you do bid on something, it comes directly out. Each one. How do you get it wireless? What? Get what wireless? What do I miss? I missed it. Hey, Dreamweaver, I believe you can get me through. So, yeah. Crazy. These are content to spend all their energy on making unrealistic videos of others. Yep. Unhook your payment info so you can't bid on impulse. Into Michael's. I wouldn't doubt that he would jack up the price of an item you bought from him on Oh My Bad. Well, the buy it now stuff is like ridiculous, and the stuff he claims, like they were talking about a nickel, it was like worth 4 cents. He says certain things are worth more money than they actually are, so people are willing to pay for it. Plus he's begging them, so please, we need your help. Send us all the money, you can buy some stuff. So I had to delete Whatnot from my phone. Tens of thousands of money later. Oh, yeah, it can become addicting. And then next thing you know, when everything arrives, you turn out looking like a hoarder. He totally is begging. Oh yeah, begging germ. They're all beggars. They're all beggars. I told you guys last night, Tug literally admitted at the end of his video that he was on long enough to collect the super chats. Because he mentioned how sometimes it takes hours. I'm like, wow. I'm like, he literally goes on to collect a specific amount. It's like he has the goal, and that's fine. But it just shows you who they are. It's all a thing about money.
The thing that gets me is like when you do it, Tori does it, I do it. We do giveaways.
Yeah. Yep.
And the giveaways that. I'll tell you right now that I do. Holy smokes.
Yeah, it costs money. And then we have to ship it.
Yeah.
Or you
it
wait
costs
for
us
someone
money.
to get it.
And those guys do nothing for it.
Great.
Yeah, those guys do nothing for it.
No.
I couldn't do that. I feel guilty.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, hell no. Here, let me give you something.
Yeah. I do ways depending on the night, how the night goes, but I trust you through with my name, phone, and address. Lord knows what Jerm would do with that info, right? Everything he finds is worth thousands, even if it's a used tissue. It's really bad. My eyes are all blurry today. Please do not base whatnot off sellers like Jeremy. Some of us are legit. No, you know what? I understand that too because I've been hearing. You're right, Gr. I've been hearing that a lot of sellers are getting upset with him because of how he's doing what he's doing, and he's like making other sellers look bad. So we don't want to do that. We're only talking about, the contract we're being accused of destroying, which is his, which we've done no such thing. And he will not be able to prove that anywhere. His own stats show when he started losing subscribers. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Views. He could have all the subscribers he wants. He pays for them. But as far as his views go, his views have gone down from a certain point in his saga. And quite frankly, he did it to himself. He's the one that went after Guapo publicly on camera. He's the one that did that. You got my AL a couple weeks. Just a reminder. I got it. I did. I got it. Yeah. Send me money. You don't need to pay your bills. You don't need lights or heat. Send your money to me. Sell your house. Send me the money. Oh my God. Somebody actually, it was today too.
Jeez.
I forget. Who was it? Something about not paying something and giving it to him.
What is that, John?
I just want to go to a record store and score some CDs for my huge collection. Yeah. I haven't bought a record. I don't even know.
I love the fact they're bringing vinyl back.
I know. I had to actually go buy a new record player. Yes, Vanessa, their cable.
Up, King Paco?
Thank you. Yes, Bonnie. I get so many. It's like, oh my God, which one was it? Plus, I'm working on stuff all the time. And the thing is also, I'm working like with this white screen and my eyes go blurry like so fast now. It's like, oh my God. I have the blue light glasses. I've done my dimming on my screen. But it's like, wow.
I didn't know that.
What?
They don't sell beer after midnight.
Why, you went to Canada?
Yeah. I just went up to Circle K.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That way?
So I get offline?
They don't. No. They don't sell beer after midnight.
Really?
Well, it's Sunday.
I didn't know that. No, even
on
during
Sunday.
No, it's not just Sunday. I went in there Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it was 3 minutes after 12. And
wow, John.
So I'm trying to figure out, is it just this county or is it the whole state?
Well, I don't know. It all depends. Hey, it's
no, just this county.
Just the county?
Just the county.
It's always been that. They don't,
blurry eyes.
I know Sumter County's always been like that. They don't sell beer after midnight on Sundays.
I knew Sundays. I figured Sundays, but
you forgot it was Sunday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Robbie, I love that CDs are still relevant and available too. Man, I have not.
CDs are great.
No, it's a law now to stop beer sales after midnight. We do it too. What's the difference? If they really want a beer, they're going to get one.
I grew up in areas where they sold it 24/7.
Yeah.
365.
Miami's like that.
Circle K. You live next to the villages. Old farts are in bed by 9. They're in bed by like 8, 7, 8 o'clock. That's crazy.
Miami
That's why
sells it
I can be
24
as
hours.
loud as I want to be, and they don't hear me. I thought it was before, but didn't know from when. Pretty sure you can't buy beer here in Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
In Miami, there's 24-hour liquor stores.
Don't want to dream no more. Oklahoma sells 24/7. 27/7. Yeah, I thought it was 2 a.m. actually. But then again, I'm going back a long time. I don't drink beer, and he doesn't normally drink beer either, so which is why he wouldn't really know. Yeah, I don't like beer. I never did. This town was dry until about 10 years ago. Walmart wanted to sell liquor, and they got the county to go wet. Good night, Deborah.
Good night, Deborah. God bless prayer.
Glory. No one here sells alcohol on election days until the polls. Election day?
Yeah.
It's election day?
That. Anytime there's an election day.
Ah, dang it, I missed.
I'll throw you one to Vegas here. Cat. You walked away. I got it. Cold or hot chocolate milk is way better. Diana. Sorry. Just saw Diana in the chat. I can tell you guys I will not be live tomorrow.
That is cool, Mike.
Nope, not doing it. I have a lot to do. I have a lot to work on. I am taking the live night off. And I have a feeling it'll be worth it. So trust the process. I got lots to do. Good night.
Good night, King Paco.
Yeah, I grew when we had to go to the next town to buy. What Jesus say? You don't have to withdraw, so take a nice break. No, it's just that I have a lot of stuff that has to get done. It's a lot of computer work. And there's a deadline that has to be met, and I have to make sure it gets done. So you're going to be mad. Guess what I'm drinking right? What are you drinking, Todd?
Hot chocolate. I'm going to guess.
Where is Tofu? Are you bringing tofu with you?
I don't know.
Okay, wait a minute. You'll be here next week, won't you?
No.
Robbie.
Yeah.
Robbie.
No, well, not this week, I guess I should say. Yeah.
Next week.
I got to figure that out, too, because I'm supposed to have a board meeting.
No, I didn't get a new TV. No.
We'll have to figure that one out.
Looks like tequila.
That'll be me right before bed.
Whatever Todd's drinking, he's doing it on the loser couch. Mountain Dew.
I'm drinking Gatorade.
I got a Coke. Actually, I need a new one.
I just drank some milk.
You drank milk?
Yeah.
You went from a beer to milk?
Yeah.
He loves milk. I need another one. Lord J, I go to my closest records so I never will be empty-handed. I'm sorry, Jennifer. Prayers up for you and your family.
Prayers, Jennifer.
Prayers.
All the Sprite. I'm so used to drinking Coke that I literally have to go and buy something else.
I can only drink so much of that.
Yeah.
And just, ugh.
I wish I was a water drinker, man. I really do. I'm just not.
But I'll drink a gallon of milk in 2 days, though.
Yeah,
Actually,
he does.
I almost drink a gallon a day.
Yeah.
I can get one and polish it off.
Yeah. Like, I'll go into, let's just say I wanted, I don't know, I was hungry because, obviously sleep weird now. So if I go and say, all right, well, it's the middle of the night, or I'll make a bowl of cereal. There's never any freaking milk for me. There's never any milk for me. I rarely drink milk either, and it's just with cereal, and It's never there. Or if there is, there's very little. It's like, dude, why didn't you just
What do you
drink the
mean?
rest of
That
it?
refrigerator always has milk in it.
Hey, really?
Unless you drank the last of it.
When I get down to half a gallon, I tell her to get enough. I tell her to put it down.
Yeah.
A gallon. Or
And he's
actually, I
another
just stop at the store.
Well, yeah, because he finished it, and he'll be like, "Dang it!" And he'll run to the store to go get a gallon of milk.
Lisa,
Yeah.
let's see if Gabe remembers. What are you doing Wednesday, Gabe?
Coming to your house.
Ah!
And then you got everybody in the chat as a witness.
Yeah. If you sit drinking one every day, you start to kind of crave it. Yeah, I agree.
Is the stone there?
What? It's been here
Is
for.
the stone already installed? They're like there.
Installed. No, you're installing it.
I know. Are the rocks over there? Do we got to go get the rock?
No, it's there.
They're here. I told you that 3 weeks ago.
I understand that, but where? You got a pretty big property.
Dude, it's sitting right next to the pond, blocking the driveway.
You've got about 4 or 5 ponds out there. Which
You
one?
just have blocking the driveway.
Oh my God, Gabe, I'm going to kill you.
So how are we going to move them to where they're at, to where you need them to go?
Dude, they're already right there. The whole pallet is there.
He hasn't seen it, Rob.
I
He's
haven't
asking
seen
The
it.
you.
rocks are next
I
to
thought
the
they were,
pond
I
that
thought they
they're
were like
going
big
on.
boulders.
No, the oh my God, Gabe. What you and I talked about, the flag, you told me to go get the flag rocks.
Oh, the slate?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Okay.
the flagstones.
All right.
You
All
can't
right.
use those now.
Tired watching them do 6 shits. Just say the pond with all the crocodiles around.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't see the rocks there, so
No, I didn't see them.
yeah. Go look at pretty things, Diana. Unboxing pretty shiny things.
When was I there last?
I don't even know.
Like 6 weeks ago.
Really, 6 weeks?
It hasn't been that long, has it?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Time is flying. I'm telling
Okay.
you, it's really
All
flying.
right.
Time's
Maybe
flying.
3 weeks. Maybe 3.
No, actually, probably.
Oh
more
my
like-
God.
Really?
Yeah,
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah.
Where's my mind?
I'm telling you, no, time is really flying. Right now, for me, time is flying so fast. It's like, hold on, what? Wait a minute. Sorry, Lisa, I've been drinking a bit.
I wish I was a little bit. I felt like I would have.
Yeah, you don't normally drink.
No, I don't.
Yeah. You're just like wide awake right now.
Yeah.
Everybody expects you
I
to be
slept
sleeping.
earlier. I slept earlier.
I know, and they
When
expect
I
you to be
take like
sleeping
a
so that
2-hour
you,
nap, I'm up till 1, 2.
well, they expect you to be sleeping so that you can come out here and talk, your cheesy talk. you sleep talk. Miss Lori, thank you. I'd like to help Jeremiah London chakra.
That's why I
Thank you, Lori.
If I take a nap, I know I won't get up and make a fool out of myself.
Oh, so you're purposely doing that.
Huh?
You don't make a fool out of yourself. Everybody loves it.
I didn't realize what I was doing until Robbie mentioned it to me. And I'm like, dude, I didn't what?
With the kung fu stuff?
Yeah, because he goes,
hurt
does your foot hurt? I'm like, actually, it freaking does.
Yeah, you kicked
And
the
then he
freaking-
tells me the whole story, what went on. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
You did. You kicked the printer thingy.
I know that now.
Yeah.
Were you on the phone with him? You were telling him, weren't you?
No, we were on.
No, we were online.
No, when I pulled into the gate at his house.
We were live the night before.
No, I was on the phone with him when you said it to him. With you.
Oh, yeah, when I said it to
I'm
him.
like, what the? That's how I found out about that.
Yeah. You're
I'm
like,
like,
what?
dude,
We were laughing about what you did, and I go, he don't remember. And I go, Gabe, how's your foot? He goes, it hurts. Why? And I said, I bet it does, Mr. Kung Fu.
That's right. Yep. Mr. Kung Fu.
It's funny because if I start singing like Dreamweaver, he starts singing it too, and he's sleep talking. He's singing it, and he starts moving his shoulders, dancing.
Like, really?
That's how you did that. I said everybody was
I'm
kung
dancing?
fu fighting,
Oh
and you
my
turned around
God.
to do this kung fu chop, and you kicked the printer stand. I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? He doesn't remember, guys. He doesn't remember at all. My sober life will get back in order with time. Taking a break will help that. Comment. Okay, sorry. Scrolling. I was watching Gateway as he was talking. Dreamweaver. Where is it? What I want
Catherine, be careful on what kind of bottled water you drink. A lot of them have a lot of sodium and fluoride and that BS in them.
I drink Dasani water when I drink it. No, I'm sorry. I used to. I drink Aquafina now.
No, I won't touch Aquafina.
Really?
Yeah.
Are your Reese's Cup eggs, Dreamweaver? Gabe sends some Reese's eggs for Easter. I have well water, but drink bottled water. I'll never forget when I first moved into a house here, and I was like, "Why is the water like all this color? Like, what is this?" And then, like, have you checked the well, the tank? And I'm like, "What tank? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I had to put salt in this thing." I had like no clue. No clue. I've never had a well water.
Yeah, but you have city water.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking when I first came down here. I was like, what? I've never had that before. I'm like, I've never even heard of it.
We don't, ours is not reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis water is, if you ever notice when you drink reverse osmosis water, it doesn't quench your throat or your thirst because it doesn't have all the natural minerals in it. Alkaline water is what you want to drink, and like that's what we have on our system for our house.
I thought you weren't
Jeremy,
supposed to drink that much alkaline water.
You are, but nothing over an 8.0. You don't want to drink higher alkaline. Some of them are 9 point something, and you can drink a little bit of that, but don't drink a gallon of that.
Right. Oh no, there was never an issue where I was growing up with the water. And I mean, growing up, I used to drink
spring water. Ice Mountain spring water is alkaline water because it's got all the minerals in it.
Yeah, I used to drink. We used to use water from the tap growing up all the time. It was when I went to California. Everyone's like, "You can't drink the water here." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And like everybody was buying bottled water, and I was like, "Wow!" And it turned into a very big thing.
Flutter, but when I was drinking all the,
not even when
I was drinking all the full flavored Gatorades, I gained so much weight, and my doctor threw a fit because my sodium was through the roof.
Oh, we got to change this through the roof stuff.
Through the roof.
The roof. The roof. The roof is on fire.
I just switched to
the water. Let the
motherfucker burn.
burn, motherfucker, burn. Yeah, buddy. We used to sing that yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a lot of sugar. I had to switch to the zeros.
Oh man, when I drink water and I stop drinking soda, I drop like so much weight. It's ridiculous. Like, and fast. I'm just stuck on the soda. Totally stuck on the soda. I don't know why, but I get tired of it. I just don't like water. But when I drink water, I feel a lot better. Believe it or not. Put the lime in the coconut. Oh, midnight
Yeah, mommy.
margaritas, baby. We're back on that topic. That song reminds me of that now.
Put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up.
Moved from Arkansas to California. Can't stand the city water. Really?
Oh, that's gross. It's good. You can taste the chlorine.
Sparkling water instead of pop. I like, you know what it is? I like the
You see my keys?
carbonate. Yeah, well, it was right here actually. No, I guess I don't know where they are. You had them right here. I like the carbonation bubbles. I like the bubbles. Haven't drank soda since like 2017. Wow. I used to drink growing up. I used to drink iced tea all the time.
I
Lipton
drink
ice.
one soda a day just to, like, one 12-ounce can just to, so I'm not craving it.
What about that? I was gonna say Pellegrino. You guys like Pellegrino? I used to like Poland spring water.
I just drink Fiji or Avion or Icelandic.
I drink Diet Pepsi at night so I can sleep.
I got to get
Oh,
off of drinking out of plastic bottles. So that'll be my next thing.
drinking out of plastic bottles.
Yeah, it's bad for you. Fiji Island, the Fiji water is actually one of the best rated waters.
Penn Mountain Springs coming right out of the mountains, so good. That's what I drink, Poland Spring. Yeah, it's like a Northeast company. I love soda and soda loves me. Yeah, soda definitely loves me.
That's how I used to be, Mike. I used to drink 2 liters a day.
Yeah. They say you're supposed to drink, or okay, let me rephrase. It was said you're supposed to drink a gallon of water for every 50 pounds that you are. I was like, excuse you, what?
No, that's not
I'm
true.
like, that can't be true.
No,
I'm like, that would make you sick.
you could actually die doing that.
Yeah,
If you
that's
weighed
like too
50
much.
pounds and drank a gallon of water a day, it would kill you.
Yeah, that's why I took that back when I said days. I'm like, well, wait, let me back up. I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I can only drink water if it's ice cold, or if there's something like put in there, like a sweet something. I just there's no for me, so I have a hard time drinking, but it has to be ice cold. I did it, and I did it for a while, and I lost a lot of weight just by changing that. You will throw your electrolytes off big time. Yeah. Well, that was the one thing they said when I lost that weight, that I lost a lot of electrolytes. So they were all kinds of concerned about that. And I said, well, okay. So I had to start taking some bites. So that's why I always have Gatorade in the house. That helps. What's your favorite Gatorade, Robbie?
Mine?
Okay.
Any of them
Yeah.
except for the white.
Do you drink the zero or the regular?
Yes, I love that. Oh my God.
What?
I drink the zero. I drink the zero.
Yeah, Kimberly gave me a bunch of stuff for my water. She gave me teas. She gave me the Skinny Girl raspberry. Oh wow, Powerade is good. I only drink Gatorade Zero. I believe I have the cherry, the orange, the blue, and the grape. I don't drink a lot of it though.
MF Cairo Palinka. When we were kids and my grandparents moved to the United States, we had plum trees in the backyard, and my grandpa used to make Stephen and I pick up all the plums off the ground and put them in 5-gallon buckets with sugar, and it would sit in the garage all winter.
That's what I drink. Plut.
And we would he would make palinka. Oh my god. Where's Kyle?
I was muted.
Oh. I'm like, where's Kyle?
Tang. Oh my gosh.
I used to love Tang when I was a kid.
He's on Kendra's OF page. Oh my god, Vanessa! Shut up! She got one. Eventually, everybody's gonna get one. I used to drink mixed vodka with Tang. Oh my god.
Oh, that was good, Bearded.
Do they still make Tang? I don't know.
Oh.
Hawaiian Punch. Now, I like Hawaiian Punch. I've actually had Hawaiian Punch recently. Tang doesn't taste the same as it did when I was a kid.
Yeah, Gatorade's. You got to get Gatorade Zero.
That's what I have. I literally have a case of it. I have to go put it in the fridge. Or some of them in the fridge. Liquid best in the city. My shit is watermelon and dragon fruit in my face. Oh my god, I love watermelon.
Watermelon is the best
if I had
for you.
water that tastes like watermelon, I could do it. I could do it.
Watermelon is the best thing for dehydration.
I can't drink water unless I obviously I need to. I just don't. But it has to be ice cold. If I could put something in it, then that's great. Obviously, I love my Lipton iced tea, which would obviously you mix with water, but still, it's not a really good. I'm not promoting that, but love it. I can't drink milk straight. Oh, I can drink milk if it's chocolate milk or in cereal. Other than that, no. Nope. What else? Good night, Lori.
Good night, Lori. God bless prayers.
I'm good with the soda. Soda works, but it's bad for you.
John Caps.
Damned if I don't. I love to freeze grapes in the summer. They are so good. Do you have a San Pellegrino down there? So yeah, San Pellegrino. I don't know. I eat ice cubes. Gabe can eat ice cubes. I can't. Jules likes ice cubes.
Ice cookies.
I used to like Crystal Light. Yeah. I haven't had Crystal Light in ages. Oh my god. Lisa, read my post. Hold on.
No.
No, thanks.
Actually, I have no idea who said that, so.
It was John Caps.
No.
If we need to be John Caps, Ed, they're usually telling me to read their posts. What does John Caps say?
I can say no to John Caps.
Robbie
hangs out with
okay.
me.
Robbie, did you see Kendra open up a whatnot there? She's selling pins. No, she's not. Oh my god, can you imagine Kendra going after competing with Jeremy on whatnot? Oh my god. I eat ice all day long. I have a countertop pebble ice maker that's better than Sonic Ice. That's cool. Gabe has a really cool ice maker too. He loves it. Read my comment, Lisa. Are you teasing me, Teaser? Kendrick's OF page was awesome today. Shut up, Teaser. Oh, here we go. Here we
Vaughn,
go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Vaughn, when did you send me an email, honey?
Yeah.
Let me look.
Like, cause I believe in me. Lisa, looks like you just need to send the whole chat to the corner. That's right. Well, there's not enough room. Have you guys watched the new KFC commercial? No, I don't think so. No. Kendra would kick Germ's ass. I want not. She would. She's much more fun. Oh, that probably hurt him. Kendra's a lot more fun than Germ. No doubt. That's the chair, guys. That's the chair. When I was about 10, I ordered iced tea. It just about gagged. Did not know the one had. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have to choose sweetened. There's some sweetened iced teas that I like. But my favorite was always, and it's because I grew up on it, Lipton iced tea. With lemon. I'm over here being a good
I think it's in your other box. That stuff.
The box that's waiting.
Yeah, the box that'll go out this week. I think it's all in that, Fawn.
So I'll tell you what you're eating. There would be no bad neighbors from Stalking and intimidation storylines on Kendra's page, in my opinion. No, there would not. Well, hold on. There would be none of it from Germ. She's over the Germ shit. She's just like, you know. Unless there's something really new that she's over Germ. She's
all right, Fawn.
You know,
yeah, because that was bought on a different night, so it didn't get added to that one box.
I feel for you. It's because Lisa's mad because she's not making the money that Kendra's making, the OnlyFans. First off, that's absolutely not true. However, if Kendra was making great money, I would be happy for her. I would never be mad.
And that's the truth, Jack.
That's the fact, Jack.
Yeah. I would never, ever be mad at someone.
Or jealous.
Lisa
someone
gets excited when other people do well. Yes,
I do. Tori, Robbie, anybody, you know, I get excited about it. I'm like, whoa, that's fucking fabulous. You know, I mean, yeah. So if Kendra made money, and I know you were kidding.
Yeah, Fawn.
Just putting it out
there. It's probably in. It's probably in there. Mimi never doesn't mess up much.
Sorry,
very, very rarely.
Without a doubt, if someone supported me or Robbie or Kendra, even if Lisa doesn't like them, she would still be happy that we got supported.
Absolutely.
That's a fact, Jack.
Yeah. That's the same way I am. That's the same. I'm happy for everyone.
Yeah. Put it this way. That's actually already been proven. Some people probably have seen it.
Like I said, it's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. It's not I'm not guessing. I'm telling you fact.
Yeah. I've literally stayed away from something so that they could happen. So.
That's a fact too.
Yeah. When I see someone who doesn't like me supporting a channel, that if I step into that channel and start saying anything or whatever that could change the atmosphere, I don't do it. That's a fact. Only because the drama seems to follow me. So I go into Tori's chat, someone's in there, boom. Oh my God. I go into Robbie. It doesn't really happen in Robbie's though. But
I don't put up with it in mine.
Tori don't put up with it in hers either.
Yeah.
But, you know, she knows I'm there. Unlike somebody else who thinks I'm never there. I'm usually parked. And I'll be parked. I'll be lurking tomorrow. But I'm not going live. There has to be something insane that pops up for me to go live tomorrow. Insane. Crazy. Insane. Penguin was talking shit the other night. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Try to say how mean I am and how I like to control people.
Okay.
I did a weird thing between Saturday and yesterday early.
What?
I set up all my lives for the week.
I saw that.
You really did?
Yeah, she did. Because I looked at my feed and it was like there was like 3 of them. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, all right. I see. She's setting them all up.
Yeah, it's like I wind up, I'm working, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, I got to get a. And I was like, no, let's not do this.
Prayers are always up for you, Kim Chess, and of course on those days, you'll rock it.
Hello, Kimberly.
She's doing our first market.
Hi, Kimberly.
She'll have fun.
And she will. Kimberly likes doing that stuff.
Yeah. I get tired of that. Or at least the ones I was doing. Everything draw. All right, how many we got? We have 105. Get that hashtag in there. Harley's Law. Get it in there. So yeah, so the Penguin was saying we got, let's see, it's 2 minutes. 2 minutes will draw. So the Penguin was sitting there saying all the stuff that I like to control. I like to, whatever. I'm a mean person and everything. Here's the thing. I'm very blunt. Okay. And when you cause shit, and then I can tell you, you know, no, stop.
Oh,
whatever.
I guess you're a mean person because you won't tell her where to go get drugs.
Yeah, there you go. There's another one, you know. But when you've said things over and over and over again, and then it's ignored, or you keep doing it, it's like you got to put your foot down. You got to say stop. So if that's some kind of controlling issue, then have at it. Okay. But and I'm just talking about like things in the chat. But with her, there was never that. There's
Lisa, I'll tell you this right now. If she keeps her shit up, just post show the pictures.
I can. Yeah.
If she keeps running her mouth, just show the pictures.
Yeah. Yep. She's trying to say I called CPS on her too.
Never.
I'm like,
nope, you were not the one that called CPS. Someone else
no,
was.
I was not. I was not the one who called CPS on her, and I would not have done that. Why? Because I know her son. And I know that her mother takes care of her son.
Right.
Okay. That's why she screams crap at her mother, saying, I hope you die. I mean, like, crazy stuff.
That was kind of creepy. That sounded just like her.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I heard her do it all the time to the point where I'm like, what are you doing? I yelled at her for that. You know, I 100% probably intimidated her. She said I intimidated her, and I probably did.
Does she think she's going to have a place to live if her mother dies?
That's what she thinks.
Does she not
She
think her
thinks,
brother's going to force her to sell the house?
she
She's
thinks she's going to get the house.
She's in for a rude awakening. She sold her brother's belongings for money for drugs. The stuff that he saved that was in her house, in the, like storage in the garage, she sold stuff.
That was at her mother's house.
Do you remember when she had those swords that she was selling?
Yep.
Those were her brothers. No. And she tries to copy everybody. You know, she tried to do stuff on her channel when I helped her with the logos. I helped her. We were pushing her. Kendra and I were pushing her. Kendra knew, she pulled her out and knew all about her. And she kept saying it and she ignored. She tried to get me to remove my cousin from the channel. And then would say, but it's not my place.
Yeah.
And that was never going to happen. I can't even tell you how many times I told her that's never going to happen. You know? And then when I was done with her, she talks about so many people so hard, and she has a problem with everybody. I stood up for her a couple of times, and no good. And we found out she was doing the same with me. And meanwhile, we're the one that's helping her make any kind of income and helping her channel. Kendra actually tried to be nice to her and tried to do help her with crafting stuff and everything. And, she tried to really be there. And that's when I realized everything that was going on. And I have to give kudos to Sweet Cheeks, because Kimmy tried to throw Sweet Cheeks under the bus to us, and she made it very believable that I actually removed Sweet Cheeks as a mod. And this is how I removed her as a mod, because I believed if you're going to sit around talking about us, then you don't need to be kind of representing us and helping us in our channel. Why would you do that? You know? And so I removed her as a mod, and she was like, what the? And I told her why. I explained it to her, and she goes, I think you really need to have a talk with Kimmy. It's like, okay, and I did, and Kimmy said all this stuff. So now Kimmy was on our channel. She wasn't just like in the chat as a mod. We had her on the channel as a mod. And so it was different, but at the same time, Sweet Cheeks never said a word. Okay? She just said, you need to talk to Kimmy. And she was hurt by it. And it was bad because Kimmy said a bunch of shit that it would turn, and she was blaming Sweet Cheeks for it, but it turns out it was Kimmy that actually was saying it. And when it came from other people, that's what I started realizing. When Kimmy was showing exactly who she was, after Kimmy was here, the grifting, the late night, the drugs out the window, the hotels and stuff. I mean, it was just wow. Falling asleep during the auctions, on the lives. It was too much. And so her excuses became, just unbelievable. And what happened was I realized she lied. And then I realized from other people that she lied. So what I did is I went up to Sweet Cheeks and I apologized. And I said, I'm really sorry. This is what happened. And I said, we need to correct some wrongs. And I threw her back on as a mod. Sweet Cheeks came down here. She came here and she told me the whole truth. But that entire time, and months had gone by in between that, Sweet Cheeks never said a word other than you need to talk to Kimmy. And she took that blame that whole time. And I did, in fact, find out that she was wronged. And I tried to correct it. And we're giddy. So if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. But I don't support people that scam other people. I don't support that at all. And was I scammed? No, because I fully put the effort in there to help her. You could lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And we did everything we could, Robbie as well. And it, she is who she is, and that's the way it's going to be. as long as she keeps getting enabled and not learning the hard way. And then, when all that happened, then we found out her background, which is weird that we never even looked. And I was like, oh my God. So she's not an honest person by any means, and that was just the end of it. And I didn't say a word. We just removed her. And guess what? Not many people even asked where the hell she was on our channel, which is weird. But they didn't. And then she tried to claim that all of our ideas were hers. I didn't even know her when I had started the channel.
Years.
Yeah, our years. Yeah. So she's just someone that, she likes attention no matter what, and she likes to talk to people. And what was the other thing that was really weird was
Chins, what's up?
She was trying to get everybody's email, everybody's phone numbers, everybody. It was really strange. She did it with Nightmares, and then she was doing it with Robbie. Remember your email list? Yep. And then there was something that went on between Moo and Rosie and an email list too. And I ended up, she got into a fight with a mod on Nightmares. She was removed from Nightmares as a mod. Next thing you know, the new mod on Nightmares was attacked by some name off of Facebook. They tried to blame me. I was like, no, I actually think that was Kimmy. So there was that. That's where I stood up for her first. Now, after everything, I believe it was probably most likely was, in fact, Kimmy. But then there was an email situation of giving out email addresses of and
good night, Mike. God bless and prayers.
And residential addresses of the people who have bought products from Moo, and I guess Rosie was involved in that, or not that Rosie had something to do with it, but Rosie's name was brought up into it. Kimmy got called about that. I was on a call, and Moo didn't know I was on that call listening to it. So there was drama with that. It's like everybody that Kimmy was involved with, there was some kind of drama, except with Robbie's, because I talked to her the most. And then she had an issue with Robbie and my friendship. When we first came here and we're looking for a place, like there was early mornings for me, and I always talk to Robbie at night. And so when there was a time where I basically was out cold sleeping and I wasn't up late, Kimmy would talk to Robbie, and she became jealous of that when my hours went back to what they normally were, and she didn't get to talk to Robbie anymore. Or if I was talking to Robbie, why aren't you answering me to the call? And she would literally get jealous of that stuff. So, yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff with her. Bottom line is she was called out because she wouldn't stop lying about people. And it was just done. And now that she sees that people are against me, she's trying to go over there and do it. Look, they're against me because of Germ. Germ is the biggest weed, and she knew it. She hated Germ. Okay. And the fact that she'd be okay with, the fact that she would be okay with Germ doing something to Harley Grace like that, shame on you, Kimmy. Because you know what? Everybody did that to you, right? That's what they did to you. CPS was called on you, right? Isn't that true, Kimmy?
But she thinks it's okay when it happens to someone else.
Right. Yeah.
She was driving in the car with her son in the car, and somebody came knocking on her window because she's in the middle of the damn street with her head down on the steering wheel. Why? Because she nodded out.
She was at a green light, nodded out.
No, she was in the middle of the road by her house. Or that's the second time.
Yeah, that was the second time. The first time she passed out at a red light, it turned green and she's passed out.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, all right, the 2 minutes are definitely up now. So let's play this game here. It is Harley's Law. Everybody should be able to.
Bobby, I don't remember.
I don't remember, Bobby. What? Oh, you're talking to Bobby. Okay, so here we go. 119. There we go. You got him in there? Hurry up. Oh, Flutter's not back. Okay. Hang on. We gotta wait for Flutter. All in, all done. Go, Lana, go. Ready, Ed? Watch. Who's gonna win? She said she made your channel, Lisa. No, she did not. If she did, then explain to me why there's nothing going on her channel right now. Huh?
You might want to check some dates on that.
Yeah. She's crazy. We went on her channel and we started a gaming thing because we were doing gaming here. Okay?
Lisa and Kendra had a channel before they knew Kimmy.
Yeah. We brought her on our channel. We were selling crystals. She got pissed off that she couldn't sell crystals because that's what she wanted to do. But you can't sell crystals on our channel. So she would make bracelets, but we already had crystal bracelets.
Listen, the only person that was on Lisa and Kendra's channel since day one is me.
Yeah, Robbie.
Since the very first time.
Yep. Yeah, she gave me all the ideas. She's out of her mind.
We used to do.
Tell, I'm pretty creative on my own. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we used to do trivia and everything.
Yeah, and then she started to do trivia, and then she did it a game night. I'm like, oh my god, is she not like totally copying me? Like, okay.
Yeah, but we totally helped her with those.
We did. We helped her. We were in
it. Kids. Hello, sir.
Is Flood back? Flutter said draw. I didn't see her. Sorry.
Okay, draw.
Is she back? I said I'd wait for her to come back.
Bobby, Sterling, what are you going to tell me?
Get ready, guys. It's a coming. Flutter is, it doesn't take that long to read the New York Times. Oh my gosh. I'm your Huckleberry. That's why I laugh. I know.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
She'll be right back, guys. I said I'd wait. Got onto the Kimmy subject, and then was like, yeah, the girl is she's using.
Okay, enough of that. Enough of that.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, I'm just saying, she is a rug addict. You want to believe her? Go right ahead. I really don't care. We've already pulled that weed. We're on the big weed.
Wow.
Do you think there'll ever be a bigger weed?
Bobby, really?
What? That mod you had Suzanne who threatened my life with other
that was Kimmy's friend.
What?
The mod I had, Suzanne, not the Suzanne from here. Suzanne from Kimmy and Suzanne.
Kimmy and Suzanne? Who's that?
What was her name? Not Suzanne. It was. Dang it, I forget her name now.
I don't know who to talk. Is it the Sue that she used to go and have come into the chat?
Yeah, and they were mods together. Yeah,
were they mods together in George's thing?
Yeah,
I know you're talking about. And she used to send George a whole ton of stuff. I would have thought she had a crush on him. Honestly, I know who you're talking about now. I know who you're talking about. I forget her name now too, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
I don't remember that. I'm sorry, Bobby. I don't
remember her threatening to anybody's life though. That's why I was like, "Who's that?" I don't remember that. I remember who she is. Like something like yes, that's who it is.
That is it.
But I don't remember her threatening someone's life. Flood! Where are you? Get the hashtag. You got extra time to get the hashtags in. Harley's Law. We should really make that.
Not back yet.
Who hasn't Kimmy had a crush on?
God.
Any man that's broke.
Remember she was gonna go after Sean? Sean said, he's like, that woman will sit on me. And then there was teasing about her going after Z.
She flashes her boobies for money.
That she does. That's why Dan Davis is their best friend.
She tried flashing more than her boobies to Z.
Ew.
God. Yeah, that was gross. Hey, Kimmy, I'll be your Huckleberry. Just kidding. Good God. Prayers to you.
All you got to do is give her money.
Yeah, she'll jump
tell
on
you to
a
pay her
messenger
electric bill.
video for you.
She'll tell you it's
Yeah,
to pay her
I
electric
did. I
bill.
felt so bad that day when she was wearing that outfit and Z had to help her stand behind her to get into the trailer. I'm thinking, oh God, if he has to help push her, he's doing nothing but sticking his hand in her butt. God, jeez. I felt so bad. I'm like, you go. I'm not going. But yeah, it is. She doesn't look. You're going around robbing a bunch of animals and Z, and you're literally putting on short shorts for someone who should not be wearing them. And I'll never forget her coming out and Gabe's like, you guys are getting dressed. What? Why are you guys getting dressed up to go there like that? And I looked at him. He goes, what the fuck? I said, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Well, the thing is that the farm isn't exactly someplace anyone should be wearing short shorts.
Exactly. And flip flops.
But those aren't even shorts. Those are like.
Weren't they her sleep shorts?
Basically, that's what they are.
I don't know, but she flipped out when she didn't have pot. I don't know what she thought she was going to have when she was here because she didn't know nothing until she came. She was looking for the hood because she couldn't have pot and like literally freaking out. She took up like 2 days in the bathroom. It was like crazy. All right, we got 123 now. Are you ready? Flood's back. Here we go. Oh, is it snowing, Flood? Here we go. Boom. Tammy, oh my God, Diana, Black Widow, Monica, Diana West, that's twice, Lori G, Harper Martin, Dreamweaver, Cindy, Terry, Harper Martin. Again. Hold on. Wait a minute. Didn't Harper win just recently too? Hold on. Wow, congratulations. Oh, I already put them aside. Okay. Wow. Congrats, Harper. Nice, very nice. I'm looking to see when it was. Hold on. Wow, very nice. Yay. I actually have a post-it note that says Peb's peed. Just saying. It's just a reminder. Peb's peed.
Where's Pebs?
I think Peb's left. She said goodnight. It was too late. It took too long. All right, Harper Martin. Happy Harper. There you go. Harper wins now. Am I wrong? Did Harper not win before? Hold on. I haven't done them yet. They're all on a list, but I haven't done them. They still need to be back. Okay, you can have my spot on the couch. Congrats. Where's the beach balls? Oh, they usually start about now. Can we swap out losing couch for love sack? Much more comfy.
Okay, it's 1 o'clock. After 1 o'clock, I am going to bed.
Yeah, it is Sunday. We should call it early.
You
Tori's
all
got to go to work.
Have a wonderful night. God bless. Prayers.
Thank you all, everybody, for being here and supporting us. I will not be here tomorrow. I mean, it's got to be something crazy if I am. But I will not be here, which means I'll probably be here on Wednesday. Maybe not. Anyway, thank you all so much. Tori will be live tomorrow. At what time?
5:30.
5:30. And
you're live Tuesday.
Yep. I'm live Tuesday. We'll be here Tuesday night. And Tori will be on too, Tuesday afternoon, right? Well, early evening.
When are you going on Tuesday?
10?
No,
time?
Tuesday you have what's his name?
Oh. Dang, I forgot all about that. Oh my god. I would have remembered. Yes, I forgot this Tuesday. This Tuesday we have Michael Volpe and Richard Luthman, 5:00.
So I have to change
so-
my
Maybe
line.
we'll switch with you, Tori.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
wanna
have
switch
to.
it?
But the thing is that means I have to go on by myself because Marsha won't be up.
I'll go on with you
She'll
if you
be on.
want. I
She's
promise
not
to
that
be
late.
done.
I
I
have to
promise
see.
Mom
I
will
don't
be
know
up.
how late she's gonna stay up. She stays up for a certain amount of time, and that's it.
Yeah, she'll make it till about 11, 12.
If I can go on
Convention.
earlier than that, I'll find out more tomorrow. But it is scheduled for 5. I would like to do 4 only because like if it goes over like an hour, which it can, especially with all 3 of us there. I'd like it to us to be able to, and I'm not sure if Michael can. So maybe I'll see if you can go on a little earlier. I don't know. And if that's the case, you can just do your regular and I'll come on later.
Oh.
But because it's definitely a special thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
But if I'm off by 6, then you could do your normal. See, we try to work with each other, guys. This is how it works. You know? Right? Anyway.
No, people don't try. Actually, it goes. It's the same thing we talked about leather workers on my channel. Shane was on there and was talking about he and I actually communicate with each other and work with each other. He might make one thing for somebody, and because he does clothes, so he might make someone a dress, and then I'll make a purse and a hat to match it.
Right. That's cool.
And we'll tell each other where we got our leather from, where we got our hardware from, how we did a certain technique. And most leather workers will not do that.
Right.
They're afraid of giving up their secrets. And Shane and I are like, yeah, this is what I use. This is what I use. This is where I got it from. Here, let me send you the link.
Yeah. People do that like with crystals and stuff too.
I've got some leather down here for you that John dropped off too, Tori.
You got what?
Leather.
John dropped off some leather over here.
Hold up.
Okay.
They're taking your stalker to the hospital?
Oh,
What?
no, Diana.
I didn't know she had a stalker.
It's not a stalker. She's friendly with her stalker. They're neighbors.
Oh.
Her stalker is one of the ones that gave her a cabinet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She calls her stalker.
Oh, okay. She's rolling on the 911 fireman. That's funny. Well, prayers up for her. Hope everything's okay. Alrighty, guys. So we'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know what's happening for Tuesday. If I can make it earlier, then fine. Otherwise, if Tori wants to go on later, we'll figure it out. And Tori will let you know tomorrow what it is, I guess, right? Because I'll know by tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll figure it out by tomorrow.
Yeah. So thank you guys again. Get swamped. Get Tori. Get all your mods on here. Everybody's got some really cool channels. Definitely support them. And thank you, love and prayers to all you guys. You're amazing. And enjoy your life, no matter the
Love you all. Good night.
Hasta luego, everyone.
I gotta go get in bed with my wife so I can warm up.
Yeah, go warm up.
Oh my God, it's not that cold. It's 73, Robbie. You don't need to use that as the excuse.
I'm shivering.
It's 73.
I'm shivering.
Oh my gosh. My house is always on like 71 or 72. You're crazy.
You're insane.
On that note, guys, say goodbye, Robbie.
Goodbye. Ta-ta for now.
Goodbye, Robbie.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Tori. Bye, Lisa.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye
Bye.
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 Bye bye. Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye. Bye
Get
bye.
out, Tori.
Bye bye. 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 Bye bye.
Say it, Tori.
Bye bye.
Toodaloo!